Yo! Alright, we made it. My bad, I started 5 minutes late because I had to go to the bathroom. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining, everybody. Real quick on Instagram. I appreciate you joining as soon as we started. But I'm sure everybody's still like, what's it called? Tired from Memorial Day. Memorial Day was super wild. But yeah, so we're just gonna pack orders as usual. No same old, just hanging out. But first I gotta get them printed out. We have like a bunch over the weekend. I try to get more done, but what ended up happening is that so we have a whole bunch from this weekend. But yeah, I just literally went to the post office like 5 minutes ago to ship some out. But I didn't finish all of them in time. And yo, Pancord, I have an appointment in a moment, so hello and goodbye for now. Dude, enjoy the appointment. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday myself, too. But thanks for stopping by to say hi real quick. Hope you're doing good, dude. Hope the appointment goes well. Hope you're chilling otherwise. Dun, 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 dun. But I'm gonna print these out real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Are these all? Yeah, they're all moving. Ooh. Five rates. 5. Easy. Bum, bum. Oh yeah, but it's a... Yeah, we're chilling, dude. We're super chilling. Yeah, I think I was just talking to Kimberly about this. I think I'm gonna start uploading these VODs to Spotify, dude. Because, you know, Spotify lets you do podcast stuff. Since Spotify is so big on like, we don't care about music, we just want podcasts all the time. I think I'm gonna start uploading the VODs as video podcasts to Spotify to see how that goes. So yeah. Hey Roses, how's it going? Hi Roses. How's your Tuesday going so far? Anything new with you? Da, 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 da. It's been nice. I'm glad to hear. Yeah. Yeah, same. I woke up kind of late. As usual, I woke up kind of late. I ate breakfast. Hung out with my cats for like 5 minutes. And then, yeah, just, you know, went on a walk. Drank my little, now it's like I don't drink my Shack juice anymore. I drink like a concoction of like electrolytes, caffeine, and creatine. So I have my own little like magic formula brew at this point that I drink every morning. But yeah, I've been chilling. It's been a nice Tuesday. Are you still playing a Kirby Air Ride, Roses? How's that going? Anything new in the Kirby Air Ride lore? All right. And Rosa says, yes, I play every morning with my online friends. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I still need to get the chance to play it. Yeah, except that was like low-key, that was like the #1 game I remember playing as a kid. Just on my buddy's GameCube, and his like, he had like his own like little mini living room just for like playing video games. So we would like hang out in there and just play Kirby Air Ride like all day. It was a good time. But I'm glad that the online is like actually usable enough to like play with friends, because I know Nintendo Online sometimes could be like a little goofy. And Rosa says, we like messing around to a point we don't even play, just run around. It makes for some fun pictures too. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, do they have like the, you know the one game mode where it's like you're in the city? Do they still have that mode? Like we're in the city and you're trying to like collect power-ups and stuff and like upgrade your air ride? So that's the thing I enjoyed the most. Like we always used to play, I think it's called like, I forgot what it was called, like City Attack or something, or City Escape? I forgot what it was called, but yeah. And then this just needs another, oh, is this thing broken? Oh, dang. This cassette, like I don't know what happened, but like don't know if you can tell, but like right there, there's a like chunk taken out of it. Like the cassette itself broke. So I guess this is mine now. It's crazy. Yeah, it's called City Trail. Oh, sick. Okay, yeah. That's cool they still have it. Yeah, because that was my favorite mode. Like the racing in Kirby Air Ride's pretty good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this in my living room. Yeah, the racing in Kirby Air Ride was pretty dank, but I more preferred the city mode. Did you see the game that's like it like pretty much it's like I forgot the name of it, but there's an upcoming indie game that's like a mix of like, you know, Sonic Chow racing and Kirby Air Ride. But yeah, the break is goofy. Yeah, I don't know how it broke. Roses. I don't know how it broke. Like just something shipping. Wait, what's the Sonic Chow Kirby Air Ride indie game? I don't know if you've seen it. Oh my lord. It's called Star Garden. Yeah, I remember it, but I forgot the name too. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's called Star Garden. But yeah, I'm super hyped for it. That should be sick. And yo, whoa, Enoch, are we hyped right now, bro? Yeah, we're pretty hyped, dude. We're super hyped right now, dude. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? How was your long weekend, dude? If you had a long weekend. Anything special happen? It's Skyer. Yo, what up, dude? What up, Skyer? How you doing? And who is it? Hey, I was just thinking, who is it? Because I don't know if you saw the title, Studying Michael Jackson. I was like, let me wait till who is it gets here before I start about that. How you doing? Who is it? How's your Tuesday going? Because who is it? I don't know if you'll be interested because I know you're already a Michael Jackson expert. But just last night I watched I sent it out in the Kaiju Club, but the same email that you were like, I already know enough about Michael Jackson. I don't know if I need this, but they just released what's it called? A video, it's like a 1 hour documentary, but really it's just them like putting stuff together. But it was like a 1 hour little mini documentary on like the making of Thriller, and like they pretty much clipped up a bunch of what's it called? Interviews with people who like worked on Thriller the album, and just like asked them about various parts of it. It was actually really good. I learned a lot more about Thriller. I didn't know that Michael Jackson actually had more musical input than I thought. I thought Michael Jackson was just getting his songs made by other artists, but apparently he was like humming a lot of the tunes, and Quincy would be like, bet, and just like finish it off from there. So it's really sick. But Bo Enoch says, heck yeah, I'm good, my guy. I've been playing the new Forza. Oh, sick. I didn't know there was a new Forza that just came out. I love Forza, dude. What car do you drive in Forza, Enoch? Because I used to just make my old Integra in Forza, and then yeah, it was super fun. And Rosa says, I like to race in the mornings for Kirby, but then play City Trail at night. That's cool. That's sick. That's cool. You get a little bit of both. That's a fun time. Okay, now we got Monster Tape 0. I'll have to sit down and figure out how much cassettes I have of each. And Kuzit says your Tuesday's going muggy. I feel that, yeah. Yeah, we're like right in that like awkward zone where it's like no longer spring, it's like turning to summer. So it's starting to get like kind of, yeah, it's still a little humid a little bit, but like it's also starting to get really hot. So I feel you on that. Hey, Rosa says, I'm no expert, but it's fun to hear. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I don't know. I always like finding new things about Michael Jackson. It's like, it's wild how like deep their lore goes. And I didn't hear about that. Yeah, it's called I think it's called The Making of Thriller. I watched it last night. Look up Detail Thriller YouTube. Yeah, it's called Thriller Forever, The Making of a Masterpiece. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. But yeah, it's cool to just throw on in the background and like listen to it. But CXK, hey, it's Kristen. Good to see you, Kristen. How you doing? How you feeling? And so I guess Kristen, I know multiple Kristens. Is it Kristen and Christian? Like you're getting married soon? I hope that's not doxing you, but yeah. That Kristen? If so, good to see you. How you doing? And Nova says, too many good games that keep coming through Steam Market. Oh yeah, hi Nova, by the way. Nova, how's your Tuesday going? I'm provided Nova. Too many good games keep coming through the Steam Market. There just isn't enough time to play everything. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. There are so many games. There's so many games all the time, dude. Yeah, like I'm still like, I never got to play Cyberpunk 2077 because I was waiting for it to get better, but then I got too busy. So it's like, to this day, I'm still like, I want to play Cyberpunk, I just don't have the time. So yeah. And Kristen says, yes, that Kristen. Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How you been feeling lately? Also, I hope this also isn't saying too much, but what was your icon on Gmail, like Leo the lion? If I'm not mistaken, because it was like a constellation, and I think it was like a lion. Is that true? Are you a Leo? But Butter says, good to see you, Butter. How's your Tuesday? I got Forza 6, but the game crashed after handling me the control. So gave me a fast tutorial on my Linux. I'm waiting for the headphones to get RMA'd. I'll use my Bluetooth controller. Still store headphones. I'm sorry, but I think I hope I read that right. Because there's a couple of typos. How you doing? Yeah, I feel you on that. The thing about Linux gaming is kind of goofy because like, you know, it's everything's made for Windows by default. I think Forza is made by Microsoft, so I'm sure they're like Linux. You know what I mean? So yeah. But no, I feel you on that. Hopefully, you can get it figured out because Forza on Linux would be pretty sick. And Rampage, dude, good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling, Rampage? Anything new with you, dude? Thanks for stopping by. And Kristen CXK says, yes, it was. I'm a Leo and I'm doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're a Leo. I love Leos. My Navi, one of my closest buddies, they're also a Leo. Yeah, I don't know. I meet lots of Leos. I have a lot of Leo homies. But yeah, I'm doing good. For the most part, Tuesday's going all right. I woke up a little late, but otherwise I've been like, just hanging out. Same old. About to pack some orders right now. Just, living my life. Thanks for asking. But, and Tuesdays, oh my God, Nova says Tuesdays been pretty good. Hopefully things have been good on the Kaiju side this week. Yeah, I can't complain too much. I mean, I've just been hanging out for the most part. What's it called? On Sunday, we streamed on Sunday. But for the most part, I'm just a little behind on the emails. I have to reply to a bunch of folks. But that's been too big. So I'm just kind of like, that's the only really thing that's going on, I guess. That's like, oh, I gotta like handle that. But otherwise, I'm so chilling. Yeah, thanks for asking. Will this fit in here? Oh, it will. Just barely. No, it won't. I'll put the stickers in the CD. And Butter says, would you ever play 2077 on stream? And it starts at least. Yeah, no worries. But I don't know. I need to start playing games on stream. I want to start making music on stream, but it's all about just not having the time. I've been so locked into Monster Tape 1. But that being said, though, I finished all the music from Monster Tape 1. Like, there's some little like tweaks I have to do here and there still, but for the most part, like the music in terms of like the audio files are all done. So now I got to do everything else. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I'm super hyped. So now it's like I can listen to it all in like one sitting and be like, this is what the album sounds like. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you, Roses. I know I'm so hyped. I want to go on a walk in like my neighborhood kind of just to like listen to it one last time to be like, yes, this is how the album is. It's done, and then I have to do everything else. But for the most part, it's done. And I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see what people think. So I haven't showed it to like my friends or anything yet. Like everyone in the Monster Kingdom, you've heard more of it than like people I know in my life. You know what I mean? More than like my actual friends in life. So yeah. So I'm really excited for it. But yeah, other than that, last week was a lot of just working on Monster Tape 1 and well, I guess since the stream on Sunday. I think actually no, I ended the stream and that's when I finished it. Now I think about it. I even did like little I don't know. I just can't experience how excited I am. But yeah. And Kristen says, I was actually getting ready for bed, but saw you were live and wanted to say hi. I'll take you saying hi. And I have another Leo homie. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, exactly. I was telling you, I've been collecting all the Leos. We're gonna start like what do they call it? A lion pack? We're gonna start a lion pack together or something. But yeah, I'm doing well, thankfully. But yeah, on that note, I guess I forgot to even talk about the Michael Jackson thing. I brought it up. But yeah, the thing I want to say about it in the Thriller documentary, I highly recommend it. It's called, I think it said the Thriller Forever. But the thing that I found the most interesting was probably that Michael Jackson actually like wrote some of the songs himself. And by wrote, I mean like he like hummed it and like would like record like ideas in a tape recorder and then bring them to Quincy Jones, and Quincy Jones would finish them out. But I didn't know. The thing that was trippy too is how many singles. Because Thriller is actually kind of a short album. It's only 9 songs, but like half of the album got released as singles, which is kind of crazy. And then Thriller itself, what's it called? Was never released as a single because they thought it was like too like Halloween to really be its own single. And then of course then it like goes off to be like one of the most iconic music videos of all time. But yeah. And Nova says, what area of music making process do you find the most difficult? Oh yeah, thanks for asking. Most difficult. I don't know if it's necessarily, so this is going to sound a little silly, but I don't know if it necessarily is difficult, but the one that I maybe dread the most, because I guess maybe it is difficult, but I don't like mixing and mastering is like the one thing. It's kind of funny that I don't think I could ever let someone else do it, but at the same time, it's the thing I least like you doing. You know what I mean? The reason is because like you're literally just listening to the same song over and over and just listening per like, you know, because like some of the songs on Monster Tape 1 are like 30 tracks. So it's like you're listening to like 30 individual like instruments and getting them all like mixed to like sit together nicely, like so they make them play nice almost. It's kind of like the way I describe it, it's like you're making a hamburger and like you kind of want like each element of the hamburger. Like you wouldn't want like if you would put a hamburger in a blender and just mix it up, it wouldn't taste good, right? So you gotta like make sure you have the right amount of cheese, the right amount of like ketchup, the right amount of like meat to bun ratio. You know what I mean? Like so that's what a lot of mixing and mastering is. So you're just like sitting listening to the same song for like an hour, 2 hours, just like going instrument by instrument by instrument to make sure it all sounds good. So I think that it's not that it necessarily it's, I guess it is kind of difficult, but it's more just like, I don't know, because pretty much the fun part is like making the idea for me and arranging it. Like, oh, this is the intro, and this is like the chorus, and this is this. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I think that's at that point, it's like, okay, the song's done. It's just like making it sound good. It's like, ugh. Because I don't know. It's guess. Oh my god, sorry if I'm rambling, but because I can kind of see like where the song is. You know what I mean? Because by the time you get the mixing process, like you know how the song's gonna sound when you're done. So at that point, there's no more like nothing new to it. It was more just like shining it. I don't know if that makes sense, like polishing it. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like the opposite of making food. It's like, imagine if like you made brownies, but then you still had like another hour's worth of cooking to like make the brownie. It's like, no, but they're already done. It's just, what do you mean I gotta add all these other stuff? I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, they want to eat it right now. But yeah. But Rosa says, I think I remember hearing about, oh my gosh, something about this now that you mentioned it, about Thriller. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, yeah. I'm glad to hear that you also heard about it. Yeah, I was sleeping. I did not know as much about Thriller that I thought I did. I was like, oh wow. But Novus, wait, no. Who is it says, that man was talent, oh my god. The man was that talented when it came to music. I'm sorry. I don't know why I got like a reading too fast or something. But yeah, Michael Jackson was kind of cracked when it came to, I mean, obviously. Have you seen the Instagram reel that's like, people talk about Michael Jackson like he's Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen? Where it's like, oh, he, you know, Beyonce and Rihanna are the most like highest grossing artists of all time, with the exception of Michael Jackson, of course. You know what I mean? Like every music stat is like, yeah, this person's the best of all time, with the exception of Michael Jackson. So yeah, it's just kind of funny how he's like, I don't know, if you see Jujutsu Kaisen, like Gojo is like the best, undoubtedly the most powerful person. So it's like someone's like, oh, he's the best like magician of all time, with the exception of Gojo, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah. But Nova says, that's a question coming from someone who has no experience creating music. I haven't used any software, so I appreciate your perspective and feedback. Oh yeah, of course, Nova. Dude, anytime if you have questions, feel free to ask. But no, I mean, I'm glad you asked it, because I don't know, I feel like sometimes it does take like an outside view to ask good questions, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, I feel like that's a lot of like some of the most like novel solutions of all time have been like, I don't know, some guy that was like I was a plumber, and then for some reason I became a musician, and I see music as like plumbing. So like that's how they make their music the way they do, because they, you know what I mean. So sometimes it's good to have an outside perspective to ask questions about stuff like that, because it brings like a unique perspective and unique curiosity, if that makes sense. So yeah. Rosa says, I can understand where you're coming from because I went through something similar with art sometimes. But that's also because I tend to overthink of how it should look. Yeah, exactly, Roses. Yeah, because you know what I mean. You probably as a visual artist, you probably get it a lot because you probably like already know what you want to look like, and you can already see like the finished product. But it's about like actually just drawing the lines to make it happen. Or like, you know, I feel like probably with like a shading. That's what I imagine shading's like. Because you're like, oh, I already know, like I made a dope picture. It's now I just gotta like add all the shading. And that's like, I feel like you'll just like, you know, looking at every single detail and slowly adding it in. So yeah, everyone's like, yes, it's like, okay, cool. I'm glad you feel me on that. Yeah, so I guess that's actually a good example. Like mixing and mastering is kind of like shading, which is actually kind of funny now that I think about it that way, because that's the one thing I like also didn't like the most in, like doing visual art. Because I took visual art classes in middle school, and it's just shading. I always sucked at shading. And yo, Zaku, what up, dude? How you doing? How's your Tuesday going, Zaku? How's work going, dude? Because I know you usually put me on when you're at work. And Rosa says, especially when I struggle with shading. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're in the same boat then. Yeah, I also always struggle with shading. And I feel like the thing is too, is that I feel like shading is kind of like, that's what really like makes an art pop. So I was kind of like, dang. That's when I was kind of like, I don't know if this is going to be for me. Yeah, they be. But your art's dope though, Rosa, so I think you'll be fine. But I don't know, for me, I was like, let me go make some beats. So yeah. And Zaku says, decent. There's a chance I might be getting laid off, but I still don't know what's up. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear. That's a bummer. Oh, yeah, I mean, because we talked about it a bunch. Was there like new news about it, or like what happened? So remember they were like, no, like you're safe. We just don't know where we're gonna send you first. That like changed since last time we chatted. And Zaku says, they're just telling me they don't know what's going to happen to me. That's kind of goofy. That's super goofy. Have you ever considered my bad to do this live, but oh, and Zaku says, and that like I have like 1 more month left to be at my current school. Yeah, that's goofy. They're kind of playing it like that. I mean, I don't know if I said this, but have you considered like just applying elsewhere to see if anything pops up? I'm looking for bubble mailer. That's what I'm doing. So I know this is like a yearly thing where they're always like playing games. I want to get back to making these slow versions. Zaku says, nope, I put in for years in the school district. I would just collect unemployment for a year and get fat paid. Hey, I mean, why not, dude? Sounds like a plan to me. That sounds like a pretty solid plan to me, I'm not gonna lie. I am kind of sick. Yeah, I say collect unemployment. Why not, dude? Why not? Click the unemployment or save the unemployment if you can and move to Japan, dude. So that we talked about that in the past. And that'd be super sick. But yeah. But that's what's up with the Michael Jackson stuff. I wanted to say was just like, it's a hella good documentary if anyone wants to watch it. But it's definitely like something you just throw on in the background. I wouldn't like trip too much about it, but yeah. Oh, dude, it's National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Who decided that? Hell yeah. I'm actually a little sad because I've just been so busy lately. I need to go to the store. I need groceries, and I hella want to get more frozen blueberries. I want to make overnight oats, but yeah, I've been munching on blueberries lately. But yeah, it's super yummy cheesecake. How do y'all? Does anyone here like cheesecake people? Because I've always preferred a strawberry cheesecake more than anything. It was also another like funny cheesecake thing is my dad. I remember like one of the things he taught me growing up was like, here's our family recipe on how to make no bake cheesecake, and it was like the most basic recipe, but he's like, it's a secret time if you tell anyone. Like how don't you ever dare tell anyone. It's like you just Google how to make a basic no bake cheesecake. It's like the most normal recipe. It's like no secret to it really. He didn't say anything crazy. My dad was very much like, don't you dare tell anyone ever. But yeah. And Rosa says, I do, but it's been a while. Okay, yeah. And yeah, it's been a while for me eating cheesecake because I'm lactose now. Do they make lactose-free cheesecake? Is that a thing? Is that even possible? This guy says, I can mess up a cheesecake right now. Or 5. No, honestly, I could eat a whole cheesecake right now, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it was lactose-free. Oh, what? Yeah, they have dairy-free cheesecakes. Oh, you have to use plant-based cream cheese. That's how the secret is. Okay. Oh. I might try that. And who is it says, I'm a plain cheesecake type of woman. Yeah, I do like a New York style plain cheesecake as well. Who is it? But like if there is going to be fruit on it, I usually prefer strawberry. Well, actually, no, I can't. That's too much sugar. Always find excuses not to eat something. Bazaka says you can find a vegan version of anything. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm kind of stoked on how, what's it called? Like, how much vegan options there is now. Because I feel like it would have been way harder. I'm sure you were having a hard time in the past, but I feel like it's so much more common now to be vegan. That's like, oh yeah, everyone has a little vegan version of something. And Rampage says, always wanted to move to Japan, would be sick, but I got scared since I don't have a bachelor's degree. Do you need a bachelor's degree to move to Japan? Is that like a requirement? I have a buddy that's probably moving out there that got a visa. And technically, I was talking to this same buddy, and Zaku and I have a friend that like has like a bunch of like Japanese business connections. And they said if you wanted like low key the easiest way to move to Japan is to get going on a student visa and like study Japanese out there or something. Rampage. So if like you were serious, like apparently that's like you get your degree in Japan. It's like that's what solved the problem, I think. But I don't know, you have to look into it. I make jazz beats. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah. But there was a hot second where I researched it. The Rosa says, I like all of the cheesecakes, chocolate and raspberry. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've had a chocolate cheesecake. At least not in like a long time. Yeah, chocolate cheesecake would be super dank. And I do like raspberry. I'll have a story about raspberry. It's a little inside joke from college. But real quick, who is it? The only reason for plain because strawberry and blueberry would kill me, and I love blueberry. Are you allergic to strawberries and blueberries? Who is it? That's a bummer. I love strawberries and blueberries. But so the raspberry joke is what's it called? The raspberry joke from college is there was a hot second where like Jack in the Box made like raspberry tea, like the fast food place, Jack in the Box, and but the thing is that they would like mix the syrup for it and the what's it called, the water separately. So you could go in there and be like, hey, can I have extra syrup in the raspberry tea? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. And they would just like pour in like, so it would be like super concentrated raspberry tea, right? And like super sugary. And my buddy Eddie, who I've talked about a bunch of times already, my buddy Eddie, I think he was like the first, because you know a lot of my friends got high for the first time in college. So him and my buddy, I think him and NetNavi were like smoking, and then Eddie got super faded. Eddie was like, I want to go to Jack in the Box to get a tea. And so we all went, and we were in the drive-thru, and he's like, at this point, he's like zonked out. And they were like, Eddie, what do you want? He just goes, raspberry. So now, sometimes every once in a while, if me and the neighbor together, and we see something that's like raspberry flavor, we're just like, raspberry. So yeah. Who is it? Yeah, I'm allergic to strawberries. I'm sorry, who is it? That's a bummer. What are you allergic to? Anything else you're allergic to, like fruit wise? Can you eat bananas? Because everybody that's allergic to bananas, that's also kind of, that'd be a bummer. Izaku says, Foos reach it online about Japan and take it for face value. Yeah, no, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was kind of like, don't listen to me. I don't know. But I got the, low-key though, I got the whole like student visa thing from Marcus Zaku. So I think, I don't know, maybe, I feel like Marcus is my my go-to, like, what's it really like to do business in Japan? Connect. Rather than just read shit online, to your point. But Rampage says, yeah, I was just referring to Jet Program. There's lots of other, oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know if I can't read today. There's a lot of options other than that, I think. Yeah, so I think Jet is teaching English, right? That's like the, you teach English to other people. I was saying go in as like, apply to a Japanese university and get a student visa as like someone who's trying to learn in Japan. But yeah. And Roses and who was to say lol for the raspberry story? Yeah. I don't know, it's like one of my small little inside jokes. Hey, Rosa says it's giving the aliens from Toy Story a claw. Yeah, no, for real. The claw! Yeah. And the little like vending machine. Oh, I need like a, that's what I'm looking for, is a little bag. And who it says, all of the fruits, dang. Is it like some type of like enzyme in the fruit? Who is it? Because I dated someone who was allergic to avocados. And it was like more about the enzyme in the avocado than it was the avocado itself. That makes sense. Bazaku says, I'm not talking shit about anyone, I'm just saying, yeah, my bad. Well, I knew you weren't talking shit about Marcus, but yeah, I know you're saying in general, though, people do, yeah. You just read stuff about Japan, like, oh, just like this. So yeah. No, you are spitting though, I'm not gonna lie. I know where you're coming from. Dun, 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 dun. And who is it says, I guess so, for the fruit allergies? Okay, yeah. It probably is one of those little enzyme things. Oh, and for another Monster Save 1 thing, I think I'm going to try to do if I have the time. So, oh, who's it says, but I know my body attacks itself due to that? Yeah. Yeah, because your body thinks it's like a foreign invader or something. Because it doesn't like recognize what the thing is. Oh my god, why is my phone tripping? Oh my god. I got like the most unimportant email. I had to like look at it. But yeah, because I think that's like what analogy is, just say your immune system like overreacting to something that's not bad. But remember how I said I was watching the Spotify investor thing? And they were like, we care a lot about podcasts. And I was like, man, I don't care about podcasts, Spotify. I was thinking about it a lot. And one thing I remember they said in the little thing was that like, hey, we do like member only podcasts. So if you're like, which is kind of crazy. So like if you're a podcaster, Spotify is like, yeah, you can have exclusive podcast content on Spotify. But if you're anyone other than a podcaster, no. Or I guess if you're an audiobook person, you can. But like if you're a musician, sucks to suck. It's like, Jesus, what did we do to you? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I think what I could do, because if you can like have exclusive audio stuff on Spotify, I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna look into if I could upload all of Monster Tape Zero as an exclusive podcast, so people can still listen to Monster Tape Zero on Spotify, and all they have to do is like click a button on like a form to like get member only access on Spotify. But I could just like, no, I used to write code, so I'll just write up code that's like, enter your Monster Tape Zero email you bought the album with, it'll check something real quick, and then be like, cool, you're good to go. And then there you go. So I think I'm gonna try to do that for Monster Tape Zero, Monster Tape 1. That way we no longer have to be like, oh no, Why wasn't on Spotify? That way that solve that problem. Rose says that's cool. Thank you, Roses. Yeah. The only thing, I don't know if I'll be able to do each song as an individual podcast, but even if it was like the full album, this is like one long song, I think people wouldn't mind. They could just skip around, fuck it. It's better than not having it at all. You know what I mean? And who is it says that could work? Yeah. Thank you. Was it? Yeah. So I'm gonna try it out when I get the time. Hopefully before Monster 1 launches, because that would be like the most convenient. But yeah. Yeah, because that's what I was saying, like the audio's done, but now it's like from now until September, it's gonna be like nonstop. Filming the live set for it, making all the videos. There's gonna be a lot of other stuff. But I think I'm actually gonna work on improving the Kaiju Club first. Like that'll be my main focus. Get it all cleaned up, and then probably just lock back in on Monster 1 while everything's getting made. But yeah, so we got a fun couple of months coming up. But yeah, we're talking about cheesecake. It's also National Paper Airplane Day. Has anyone ever made how many paper airplane stories? I remember making them a bunch in like elementary school, but I can never get mine to go like super far or anything like that. I like watching videos of people like throwing them off of like skyscrapers and like watching them fly through a city. I think that's always super cool. Like knowing me, I would make one that would just like, just immediately nosedive. And I like people see people like, oh, my dad works in aerospace engineering, and watching aerospace engineers make paper airplanes is so funny because they're like so precise about like, what I mean? Because that's what they do. They make stuff fly. Oh no, I have plenty. Zaku says, when I was in elementary school, I used to make paper airplanes that looked like pod racers from Star Wars. Yo, down like the cores connected to pods and engines and all that shit. That's so sick, Zaku. That's so sick. Yeah, did you ever play Pod Racers for the Nintendo 64? I think it was technically on PlayStation as well. But Pod Racers on Nintendo 64 is like such an iconic game. I remember playing that a ton as a kid. What happened to my little... Somebody? Can I use it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Rosa says, as a kid, me and my brother folded some randomly one day, paper airplanes, and threw them around the house. He folded a paper crane the same day, and it was when I realized I like folding them to cope with anxiety. Oh, sick. That's hell yeah. That's so nice. I'm glad to hear that you found that. Yeah, it's kind of funny how we find our little like things that help us in the most like unassuming ways sometimes. Like, I feel like that's been a lot for me when it comes to like exercise. Is I'll just be like, you know what? Like, yeah, I'll go with you to the gym. And like 3 years later, I'm like, yeah, look like this now. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you found like, folding paper and stuff helps you cope with anxiety. And plus, I bet it like makes really cool. Like, it just seems like a fun time. Honestly, it sounds like a fun time. And Zaku says, I used to go to Redondo Beach and play the arcade pod racer game at the Funhouse. Oh, sick, dude. That's super dope. Yeah, I don't think I've been is it like one of the arcades on the beach? I've only been to the arcade on the beach, I think in Santa Monica and Long Beach. I don't think I've been to the one in Redondo. Oh, also, dude, I didn't want to like comment it, but since it's just us, dude, the flyer that y'all made for the next Tune in Tokyo barbecue thing, I was like, oh wow. Y'all went anime, dude. Y'all the waifu you guys got, I was like, oh damn. I was like, hell yeah, you know your target audience. Mazaka says, damn, that sucks, it ain't there no more. Oh, that's a bummer, yeah. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll go back in time one day or something, and I'll like find go back to passing me and be like, yo. But yo, Logan, it's been a minute, dude. How you been? Hey. How you doing, dude? Or no, he's doing hee hee because of the Michael Jackson title. I get it. Oh god, did I cut the cardboard? Just... No, I didn't. Okay, thank god. But yeah. And Liqueur, dude, Liqueur, it's been a minute. How you been, dude? How you doing? How's your Tuesday, Liqueur? Anything? How was your weekend too? And Logan says, I've been good. How about you? I've been alright, dude. Yeah, just been working on Monster 1. I finished the music for it. So now I just gotta go ahead and you know, like do everything else. I'm gonna oh my god. Gonna get the vinyl made probably this week or next. I just gotta make the final, like, you know, what's called vinyl templates and stuff like that. Gotta make the actual designs for the vinyl, but yeah. Otherwise, it's like pretty much the album's done, dude. In terms of audio, so yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, how was your Memorial Day, dude? Did your family do anything cool? I feel like you probably did something really cool, right? Probably ate some hella good food. And Logan says W. Yeah, dude, I'm super hyped. I'm gonna do like a walk test where I'm just gonna walk around my neighborhood and like listen to it. Probably sometime this week. Hopefully tomorrow, because I should be more free tomorrow. Today's been kind of busy. And we hit a milestone in the Monster Kingdom for the first time. So what's it called? I gotta like film a video tonight and send the video out tomorrow. It's like, yo, we hit a milestone, and then confirm on the names. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do, dude. I'm like low-key kind of behind on a bunch of stuff, but we're gonna get it done. And the Logan says, I convinced my grandma to get me a Monster 1 vinyl. Hey, dude, yeah, I mean, if she's down, that'd be super sick. But like, you know, no pressure at the same time. But that'd be super nice of this. Yeah, it's coming out in September. So yeah. Yeah, hopefully it works out for y'all then. It says, I think you're in the, I mean, you are in the Kaiju Club, so you'll get like an extra discount and stuff. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Kaiju Club people the deluxe edition for free. Because, you know, deluxe edition. But Liqueur says, really good. Just relaxing after work weekend was good. I'm glad to hear. Now I'm gonna make some beats, but I'm still super new to learning Logic Pro. Oh, sick, dude. Hey, dude, good luck making beats, man. It's a really fun time. You know, dude. As someone who makes a lot of beats, dude, I'm super happy to hear that you're making beats. Yeah, I use FL. But I think Pink Pantheress uses Logic, dude. So, you're among the greats already. And Logan says W Monster Kingdom. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, Kristen was here earlier. She joined too, so like, thank you, Kristen. But yeah, what I did is I wrote up an entire all the lore of Groovy Kaiju, like all the different characters and like what each album means and like the overall story and like where the album's headed and stuff like that. I need to go ahead and add Legends of the Empire to it. I'll probably do that before if I remember. Yeah, I think I probably will. But yeah, just because we gotta do it tonight, so I'm not gonna watch the VOD till tomorrow. Yeah, you know. Anyways. But Logan says, let's go. My Bandcamp library is growing day by day. Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, I have a pretty impressive Bandcamp library too, I'm not gonna lie. It's like sometimes I would go and I'm like, oh yeah, I actually have a lot of people. Okay, I have a lot of albums on Bandcamp. And Logan says, FL the best DAW, but Ye uses Logic, so it's a insert anime fight. By Ye, I mean Kanye, yeah. Does Kanye use Logic? I mean, yeah, you know how I feel about Kanye, but that being said, I could have sworn he also uses FL. No, he might use Logic. I think you're right. So I'm trying to. I remember the one time where like Kanye got found out where he was pirating, I think Silent or Serum or something like that. And I think I could have sworn it was like a screenshot of FL. But yeah. And Liqueur says, yeah, it seems pretty scary, but I feel like I'll get the hang of it when it comes to making beats. Yeah, dude, no, you will. It's just, I don't know, I think I've said it in the before, but it's kind of like playing Dark Souls, dude. You kind of just keep hitting your head against the wall, and eventually at some point it'll start sounding good. But like, you know, pace yourself. It's not going to be like an overnight, like, oh my god, all of a sudden I'm like, you know, Jay Dilla. Like, it's going to be years of just like trying to figure it out. You know, take your time. Don't like get upset with yourself. It's gonna, you know what I mean? I mean, if it helps at all, I mean, I've been making music for like 16 years, dude, and you know what I mean. And honestly, the first like 6, I sounded like complete ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah. So it might take a while, but some people learn at different rates. I had a buddy that like was making dope beats by like a year of doing it, but they were doing like every day consistently. But yeah, but this is like a, you know what I mean, kind of like thinking about like you're going to the gym. It's like, you know, kind of be like buff after the first time you go to the gym. You know what I mean? So yeah, so like take your time. You'll get the hang of it. And Logan says 373 albums. Holy, I don't know. I didn't see that, Lamau. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the, yeah. That's wild. Let me check how many albums I have, Logan. But 373 is impressive, dude. Hell yeah. But I don't know. I didn't see that. Yeah, it was pretty much people were like just yelling at Kanye on Twitter, like, because he posted a screenshot like some. Here's my like screenshot of my DAW, and everyone was like roasting Kanye, like, bro, how do you have like $1 billion and you're still pirating Serum? That's crazy. And then I think Serum sued Kanye after that for like theft or something like that, which is kind of like silly. Yeah, how big new collection? How many albums do I have? Oh, Logan, guess how many albums do you think I have? And I'm gonna let you know, it's more than you, but to be fair, 11 is my own albums. So that's maybe cheating a little bit. But yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna make you guess. That'd be kind of crazy. You have 373. I have 403. So I have barely like 7% more. But we're on the same page. That's sick, Logan. I'm glad to hear that we're both like supporting independent art. That's what's up. But oh, Logan was saying I have 373. I think you said you had. You were pocket watching me, Logan. Damn. How'd you find it? That's funny. But yeah, it's because I have probably the other 30, Logan, are probably like private albums that either like people took down or it's like my own private albums that I have on Bandcamp. That's probably what it is, Logan. But yeah, my bad. I thought you said you had 373. And I was like, yo, let's go, Logan. Okay, that's funny. My bad. My brother says, lol. And Liqueur says, that's the fun part if you're not scared to be fun in your first few tracks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing too. Don't be afraid to like, honestly, if you're just getting started, make a bunch of like joke songs just to get the hang of it. And also doing remakes helps a lot too. Like trying to remake other songs, I think is a huge help. Oh my god, did I spell? There we go. One of my biggest fears is I'm gonna like misspell someone's name when I'm saying thank you on it and I sign it. But yeah, don't be afraid to what's it called? Yeah, have fun and remake tracks, Liqueur. Because yeah, to be honest, I never remade too many tracks myself, but I've had a lot of friends that had like a lot of success and just like, oh, this song was sampled by this. Let me try to remake the sample and then like flip it my own little way. And eventually at a certain point, you start to understand what's going on, and then you can just like take a fresh sample and just start crushing, you know what I mean? So yeah. So it's like a quick, like, you know, gym hack, if that makes sense, when it comes to making music. But Logan says, I got bored in class and searched random fan profiles like Ognos, and then I just put Torch2424, flex but no flex, Bandcamp ZQIV. Oh, sick. I want to check out your, yeah, I'll check it out. See if it'll pop up. Oh, I found your artist page. You can be a follow, dude. How do I see your I don't know how I would find your collection. And Liqueur, real quick. What about album covers? Yeah, I mean, covers are sick too. I was thinking like small, short covers. I think covers would be good too, because I think that helps you develop for me, it's helping me develop my singing voice a lot, low key. So yeah, what's funny enough is anxiety. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're hanging out, chilling. Hope your Tuesday's good. Anxiety is like, it's just like a band covering songs before writing their own. Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to like remaking beats, it's kind of like, you know, it's the exact point. Like you kind of, yeah. But except when you do a beat remake, you kind of maybe don't want to release it. But a cover, you totally can. And in fact, low key, I'm kind of going backwards. I really want to start doing covers myself. I want to start making like Prince covers, low key, but then like future funk it. Because yeah, so I'd say make some covers, Liquor. And thanks for the assist on that, Anxiety. I appreciate it, dude. You had the layup. Yeah. But cool, Logan. I'll look it up. I see what you're saying. Use it at the end of the, do a slash instead of the free dot. Hey, you got all my stuff. Hey, heck yeah, Logan. I appreciate it. But yeah, Ugly Burger. Oh, I still need to listen to Maple Journal, the person you're gonna sign. It's on my listen later on Spotify. I meant to listen to it earlier, but I forgot over the weekend. My bad. And Logan says, "Chat, what album should I buy based off my collection?" I don't know. Ugly Burger. We got the Plants vs Zombies soundtrack. That's pretty sick. We'll just play. I don't think if I play this, I don't think it'll show up. You got some like kind of drum and bass stuff. I would say, do you like Pizza Hotline, Logan? And you should also listen to their old alias, Toasty Wow, Bro was in his grind. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, I think, yeah, I wrote it down because you told me last time. So I wrote down both because I remember you said it was Maple Journal plus something else. I'm pretty sure I wrote down Toasty Wow as well. And should I buy Mustard Zero Special Inverted Edition? I mean, it's up to you. It's pretty much, I'm keeping it real. It's the same album, just in reverse and like a cooler album cover. But, okay, yeah, Logan, listen to Pizza Hotline like right now. Your mind's gonna be blown. Pizza Hotline is that guy. But Liquor says, OMG, I'm gonna cover one of yours. Oh my god. OMG, I'm gonna cover one of yours. Yeah, feel free, dude. Totally feel free. Either do like a beat remake or like if you want to do like a flat cover, dude, go for it. If it's helpful too, people have asked to cover my stuff in the past. I have all my samples listed. Like I actually have a Spotify profile on my Spotify page called Groovy Kaiju Samples. So you might be having an easier time trying to learn about the sample first and then, you know, cover the changes I did to the sample. Does that make sense? But yeah, but no, feel free to cover my stuff, dude. That'd be super sick. And send it over to me. I'll like share it with the Kaiju Club or something. But yeah, gotta grab CDs and stuff. That's what I'm doing. Just hanging out. And Logan says I can't even buy it on Bandcamp like the Inverted Envision. Oh yeah, it's because it's a Monster Kingdom exclusive album. There's another thing, Monster Kingdom, called like the Secret Shop, where I have a bunch of exclusive albums that you can only get if you're in Monster Kingdom. But I mean, it's really, I mean, by exclusive, I mean like I have my live edits from Crystal Nostalgia, so it has like my like flips of like city pop songs and my little Michael Jackson flips. But yeah, Anxiety says Pizza Hotline rips, dude. Yeah, and what's cool, I got to meet him. Harvey is like the nicest dude. They're so sick, dude. And if I may, not gonna take, Harvey does their own great thing, but as soon as I heard Pizza Hotline for the first time, I was like, this guy's gonna blow up. I just knew. So I like DM'd him on Instagram, like, yo man, because they would just like call their stuff like drum and bass, but it was like so vaporwavy. I was like, yo man, you know you're kind of like vaporwave, right? Like I was like, here's the vaporwave wing. I would like to invite you under it. You know what I mean? So I was talking to them for a little bit over Instagram DMs, and then they were like, how do I put my music on Spotify? And I was like, you don't know how to put your music on Spotify? He's like, no. And I was like, you just make a DistroKid account. Here you go. So like, if not gonna take all the credit, but if I'm sure he's probably like the other people too. But if I may, Pizza Hotline's on Spotify because I was like, yo man, you should put your stuff on Spotify. So yeah, but not trying to take any credit. Pizza Hotline is their own amazing human being who makes really good art. That's the only thing I could take credit for. It's just sending with DM. It's like, you put your stuff on Spotify, bro. But it's cool. And I helped him. I mean, he kind of might help me go. I don't know. I don't want to take any credit for anything. But yeah, Pizza Hotline is super sick. I'm glad that you also think they rip Anxiety, because yeah, I've been listening to them for a minute. And what am I trying to say about them? I can see them live too. Pizza Hotline live, dude, is crazy. They are so good live. It's crazy. So yeah, I love Harvey. Rosa says it's cool seeing Bandcamp collections. I barely have anything, but I like to support more artists. Yeah, no worries, Roses. Because here's, I don't know. Everyone can support on different levels. I wouldn't ever like feel bad about it. Because I don't know, sometimes telling a friend helps way more than you could ever think. Because there's, I know it's like really like simple, but like, yeah, just telling a friend or a family member is like, you should listen to this music is like, yeah. Because a lot of like a lot of music is like I hate to say it, but it's like 90% marketing. You know what I mean? So even just telling a friend like, hey, like I think this stuff is sick, like helps a lot. So I would say like you're like you know what I mean? That's just as helpful, in my opinion, than like buying something sometimes. Because you never know, you could tell a friend that's like, yeah, like cool, and like they go out, that friend goes out to be like the CEO of something, and they're like, you know what? I like this guy all the way since college. Let me just buy the VIP package to go see them live like years later. You know what I mean? You never know. So yeah, telling a friend helps way more than you even know. Especially because like, I don't know, the thing I was trying to tell someone the other day too was that like there's no amount of like Facebook ads, there's no amount of like shows you can play, there's no amount of like anything you can do that will ever beat a friend telling you, hey, you should check this thing out. There's nothing you can do that like beats that in terms of like getting your name out there. So yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. But Mr. Joestar, dude, good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How you feeling, dude? Kaiju. And Logan says, I just had to see the longest ones. W speed. Yeah. But I was rambling. Oh yeah, and Rosa says, I did share some stuff before. It was nice hearing they enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Roses. I appreciate you sharing it. We have that. I mean, so again, this is my opinion, but even if it's not me, like any artist you can like put someone onto is like, yeah, it's like super helpful for the art, whichever artist. So yeah. So yeah, like even think about, I don't know, it's like kind of like, you ever, it's a good way to think about it. Do you ever bring a friend to a restaurant? You know what I mean? Like, if you ever bring a friend to a restaurant, you'll notice the restaurant owner is like, oh my God, you're like my favorite person ever. Because yeah, like bringing a friend to a restaurant, like, yeah, restaurant owners know, like bringing a friend is like, dude. And, oh, Logan, you're too powerful. I was going to say, what's your favorite oceanfront subdomain? Mine's Doubloon, Groovy Kaiju, Fish, JSON, or email.indieman. Logan, don't expose them, please. I'm okay. I know computer security. I know I'm doing a little funny thing here. But a lot of my stuff just depends on people not being able to look up DNS tools. Logan, don't expose me, please. There's some things on there that should oh shit, but I mean it's not your bad, Logan. You're doing the right thing. I'm glad that you're technically, that's super sick that you're able to like look it up. But yeah. But a lot of my security is just people don't know the subdomains. So yeah. Which I'm not like, oh my God, like no, please, Logan, no. Because I mean, I should know better. As someone who used to work at Google, that to use subdomains as a security measure, but you know. So I'm doing it on Scout's honor right now. So as a fellow engineer, Logan, please Scout's honor with me. But I'm not upset at all, dude. I'm not upset at all. You're fine. And Rosa says that's a good way to put it. Yeah, for like the restaurant owners. Yeah, it's like literally, yeah. And when it comes to music, it's like it's almost as if like you invited your friend to like your favorite music, like you're an artist's restaurant. Even if like, I don't know, even if you're the kid that like goes to the restaurant and just gets water cups every time, if you bring your friend, that restaurant owner's still like, yo. You know what I mean? So yeah, you get what I'm saying. Rosa says lol. News says your secret. Thank you, Rosa, for keeping the secret safe for us. Yeah. Yeah, I've been low-key. I'm kind of like terrified of the day someone on Reddit, you know what I mean, gonna be like, you know, you can just download everything. No. Because the thing is, another reason why I haven't done it anything like super scary yet, because then I have to make like a whole website. It's like, oh, you enter your email here, and then you can get access to the thing. And I was like, let me just make a subdomain, because like no one's really going to be tripping. It's also more convenient. But yeah, I'm trying to say, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do like the Groovy Kaiju technical talk in which I explain how it'll be me in like a lab coat talking about a bunch of servers. We'll do a stream like that where I just break down the entire technology infrastructure of Google Kaiju. Google Kaiju, oh my god, Groovy Kaiju. But Logan says you should do Logan to goat.oshfluent.online, not have it go to something random. I mean, honestly, I'd be down. It'd take you like 5 seconds, dude. Just email me what you want to go to, and I'll set it up. Fuck it. As long as it's something like not something like as long as it's not like something inappropriate. But if it's something just like kind of funny, I'm down. And I love Google Cloud name servers, rip Google domains, Squarespace. So, yeah, no, for real though. I used to be a big Google. That's why I have Squarespace for my domains, because I used to do Google domains and it went down. So now I had to, it all got auto migrated to Squarespace. And like, I just be so busy, dude. I got no time to sit there and sit there and fix all my domains. So I was like, I'll just let Squarespace have them. But Cancel says, bet I'm gonna email you the Aviscerall IP when I get zqiv.online back up. I don't know what I did, but it goes to a 404. Yeah, good luck, dude. We're in real programmer hours right now, dude. I put stickers in here, right? I hope I did. Let me double check. Roses to hydrate. I didn't. Oh my god, I'm so glad I checked. But yeah, I got you on the hydrate roses. Oh, and also too, another thing I think I'm gonna do. I literally had Kimberly look into this yesterday. I guess the last night because of the time zones. But I have most of the VODs from these, and I've just been like letting them auto-upload to YouTube. But Spotify supports video podcasts, so even this isn't a podcast. But I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know. Spotify wants. If they won't support me as a musician, I'll just play their game, dude. So I'm gonna start uploading these VODs to Spotify. If by any chance you don't want to watch the video version on YouTube, and you're like, I want to catch up with the VOD that I missed, but I don't want to use YouTube, will it be on Spotify? Because that way, so I'm kind of hoping too that like people who listen to my stuff on Spotify, will just, they like Groovy Kaiju stuff and they're more like a casual fan. That's like, oh yeah, I found him on once because I like Orca or something. And I see the podcast, they'll be like, oh, this guy's actually looks cool. I should check him out more or something. I don't know. Hopefully people are like, I'd be down to come by the stream and hang out with us sometime. So yeah. And Roses says, I've seen stuff like this uploaded. It works out because it's nice listening to the stream. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for letting me know, Roses. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to set that up then. Because that's something I can have Kimberly do in like 5 seconds. Like, at the start of her day. It's just like, hey, can you upload this to Spotify real quick? But sick. Thanks for letting me know, Roses. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I just literally thought of it like last night. Yeah, I'm trying to also get better at come up with an idea on stream and then like have it implemented by the next day. You know what I mean? So much of it's like, oh, but I have to like finish this album first and do that and do this and do that. So yeah. Also, what's cool too, I mentioned it last time. Oh, I mean, I don't think you were here for it, Roses, but remember how last time who was here for it? How there's like a giant like tank that's supposed to explode in LA of like airplane glue. I guess they like saved it, so it's not gonna explode anymore, they think. Or if it does explode, it's not gonna be as big as they thought it was gonna be. Because before, it was like if it was gonna explode, it like almost hit Disneyland because the explosion would be so big. Everyone says, "Oh God, that was scary." I know, right? Yeah, I was seeing the news for it. What's wild, Roses, is I was asking like Simply Hideo and like who was it about it, and they were like, yeah, we haven't seen it on our news, but yeah, because I think because I'm in Arizona and I used to live in LA, I get LA news still. So yeah. And then Rosa says, I'm not close, but we could drive there in like an hour. Yeah, Rosa, that's the thing, is that where I used to live in LA, I mean, it was more like, I mean, since I guess you know the area then, I used to live in Norwalk. So I was like, literally could have drove there in like 15 minutes. I was like, that was like by my house where I used to live. Like I wouldn't have been in the evac zone, but I would have been like pretty close. And Rosa says, most fires are like a drive away. I'm too tired of these disasters. No, I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think just like one day, the universe was like, you know what? We don't like Los Angeles anymore. Yeah. What did we do, dude? What did we do? What did we do to deserve this, man? We were like, yeah. Who is it? We're tired of all these disasters. You know the one meme? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. I feel like that's how the Mother Nature's been lately. Who keeps a chemical plant in the middle of 40,000 people? That's what I was saying too. Why do they make air? Who needs airplane glue? Especially because it's such a random plant, dude. It's like we make airplane glue. What? It's got like a kind of a King of the Hill moment. It's like I handle propane and propane accessories. I make airplane glue and airplane glue accessories. It's so random. But yeah, putting a chemical plant in the middle of 40,000 people is like, that was peak dumb. And who is it says sometimes the plant was there longer before the people were. Yeah, sometimes. But since it's like LA, like it was LA area. Like I'm sure there would had to have been like a lot of people there before the plant was. Because like, yeah. Like I would bet people were there before airplanes were invented. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, the plant. So yeah, the plant's not going to explode, thankfully. Also, it's a World Dracula Day. How do y'all feel about Dracula? I remember like one of my like early childhood Halloween costumes was like a vampire. And like my hair, I don't know if you could tell on stream that well, but I have like a widow's peak. So people would always be like, oh, you should be a vampire. Like when I was a kid, they're like, you should be a vampire. You got the vampire widow's peak hair. So yeah, I remember being a vampire like most of my early Halloween costumes as a child. Now I'm Static Shock every year. But Rosa says, even if that's true, taxes or funds can be put into preparing to preventing disasters or relocating, but here we are slacking. No, exactly, Rosa, yeah. You are 100 billion% correct. Our taxes go to everything except providing for the people, it feels like, sometimes. Most of the time. But Skyer says, I love the book. I don't think I've read Dracula. I recently, I watched the, I think like Richard Branson's Dracula, the one where like, the dude like, dies just so he can wait for his like lover to reincarnate and then he can like get with her again. I was like, that's wild. It's kind of, I don't know, you have to like really be in love with somebody to want to become a vampire just so you can wait for them to reincarnate to like fall in love with them all over again. I was like, that's pretty crazy. You're about it. That's almost as crazy as when Kaiba, at the end of that one movie, goes back in time just to duel the original Yugi. Yeah, I mean, it's like the equivalent. So yeah. Your brother says, I like Castlevania's Dracula and vampire lore. Yeah, Castlevania is sick. Do you love me too? It's my favorite Groovy Kaiju song. Do you love me too? I think if I were to make a music video, I think I'd make one of this. But I want to get into making music videos. That's another thing I want to do. But yeah, Dracula's cool. Yeah, I need to get back onto Castlevania. I've always been, have you heard of the term Metroidvania? It's like, you know, the genre of game that Castlevania and Metroid are. They call it Metroidvania. I've always been more of a Metroid guy. But I know I would really enjoy Castlevania, but I felt like, I don't know. There's so many of them too. You think about it, there's like 1 billion Castlevanias. I love you. Oh, snap. And tomorrow's National Errand Day, dude. It's my day, dude. Tomorrow's my day. Let's go. What? I've been waiting for my day for so long. Y'all know any other errands? Because I don't think it's a common name. But yeah, I've only ever met like, I think 2 other errands in my, well, actually 3. One of them was also an engineer, and we worked together. They were super cool. And another Aaron I grew up with, we went to the same school. And then there was a girl Aaron I met. We went to the same school. And I remember I went to I think I went to her birthday party, like her 16th birthday party. I remember the party was kind of crazy, actually. But I ended up becoming friends with her brother. Because he played tennis. But who is it says, nope, but I do know a lot of Alexes. That's sick. Alex is a cool name too. I got a cousin named Alex. He kind of, it's like funny when I describe him to people. I'm like, he's like if Drewski was Puerto Rican. That's how whenever I think of my cousin Alex, I always think of that. But he's actually like technically, like, I think he would technically be a quarter black. But yeah, but his dad's like full Puerto Rican. So I'm like, imagine if Drewski was Puerto Rican, it's my cousin Alex. But Rosa says, now that you mentioned, I don't know any other errands. Yeah, it's been cool to be. Yeah, I guess I don't know. For me, I know a lot of Daniels. I know a billion gazillion Daniels. I like all of them. Every Daniel I meet, I'm like, hell yeah, what's up, Daniel? And Rosa says, I thought I did, but it's the name you think is around, but isn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would think there would be a lot more errands, but there's not. Yeah, I don't meet them that often. What was funny though is that back when Attack on Titan was really big, I'd like go get like coffee and stuff. People would spell my name like E-R-E-N, like Aaron Yeager, and I'm like, you weeb. Spelling my name, the weeb version of my name. I knew the barista watched anime. That's how they spelled my name. Yeah. I just said I knew Daniels too. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't think I know a bad Daniel. Rose, imagine it was an accident. Well, I know, yeah. Well, I never would yell at them like, "How dare you spell my name like an anime character?" And like go carrying on them. But no, it would be funny though if it was an accident. I see what you mean. Imagine that was like something people were like upset by. What? No, I'm not an animated character. How dare you? Did I forget to put stickers in here again? What? Logan says, bro, low-key, I'm the reason that almost every unblocked game website is blocked in MDCPS because I made one, which is like a hub with every single UPG's website back in like Games and One United Front End like 4 years ago. I don't know what any of those things are, dude. My bad. That's a lot of acronyms. Is that like a Minecraft thing? Or is it like your, because you said blocked game, so is that, I assume like your school's like firewall or something? Is that what you're referring to? Logan says MDC is a school district and UMG needs unblocked games, but yeah, they literally edited the firewall to detect like the source code to see if it was an unblocked game site. Oh wow, it's wild. Yeah, their IT team was working overtime, dude. I mean, you probably like outsmart them though, because you're over here using Vercel and stuff like that. I bet you could get around a school's IT team. And Cherry Cola, hello, good to see you. How you doing? How's your Tuesday going? How was your long weekend too? Now that it's like concluded. Oh my stuff here. And Cherry Cola says, I'm good. I'm glad you're doing good, Cherry Cola. Have tomorrow off. Hey, let's go. Yeah, enjoy your day off. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow too, because I should be a lot more chill tomorrow. I think I'll be finally caught up on everything tomorrow. I can get back to my normal like daily routine. Because lately it's just been like trying to play catch up on like everything. Yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna send like a bunch of voice notes to people. And Logan says, I meant E-Wave like in Roblox, but I did a typo. Yeah, no worries. Gotta love my Muslim brothers and sisters. Yeah, it's Eid tomorrow, right? And heck yeah, you got to, dude. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Logan, so you have to use like a bunch /a/g/games. You could always set up a URL rewrite too, Logan. Like if you can set up a reverse proxy on like a domain somewhere and just like serve the game from a different, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're trying to do all that, but you could do some really funny stuff. Like get the game still by like self-hosting something crazy. If you want to like mess with them. But I feel like at that point they'd probably like actually call you to the office and be like, bro, stop. You know what I mean? At that point they'd be like, bro, you need to stop. But yeah, shouts out to Eid tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, what else is going on? Oh shit. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. What do y'all think of Al Green? I think I have an Al Green vinyl. They're like one of the first vinyls I got. Al Green made a remake. It's like I remember it's like the red album cover. Oh, they made Let's Stay. Cherry Cola, it's National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Yeah, he saw that. Yeah, right. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I was immediately like, damn, I want blueberry cheesecake. To find some somewhere. Yeah, I'm lactose, but then we also looked up Cherry Cola. Like they do make like lactose-free cheesecake because there's like lactose-free cream cheese. So yeah, I might be able to eat some. I'm about to get some frozen blueberries tomorrow, so I'm hyped. My fridge is looking a little empty. Yeah, it's what I'm eating because I like ran to like my normal food is I have tater tots. And I got corn, and I got beans, and I got chickpeas. And I pretty much just threw them all in a bowl together, and then I covered it in taco sauce. And I've been eating like, I don't know if that's like, I don't know what to call it, but it was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It was like a fiesta bowl, but like with tater tots. As like the like, I guess instead of chicken, it was like tater tots. That's what I'm eating right now because I ran out of groceries pretty much. Wait, does anyone watch wrestling here? I think we've talked about wrestling a couple times. Yeah, I need to catch back up with wrestling. I gotta find like a wrestling plug. Because I used to have like a bunch of friends that were in wrestling, so they always keep me up to date of like what was going on in the wrestling world. It's crazy how popular it is. Because if you think about it, like they just go from like town to town, just sell at like arenas, like all the time. And it's like, where are all these wrestling fans at, dude? Because I never like walking, you know what I mean? I never like meet people that often that are like, yeah, I love wrestling, but like the numbers don't lie. So you're pulling up in person to different matches. And Galaxy TR, hey dude, just good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope you and your family are doing lovely. Yeah, thank you. Still waiting on you to do another run of shirts so I can grab one. Cheers. Hope things are going good with you. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know when I'm gonna be doing a run of shirts. It might be a minute, dude. I did look into heat pressing them, and I actually emailed the people the other day, and they were like, oh, like pretty much I tried to order like a sample and it didn't work. And I was like, hey, can I order a sample? And they were like, why couldn't you? And I was like, like they didn't even like try to like help me out. They were just like, it should be working. And I was like, whatever. So now I have to like, that's one of the emails I have to get back to today. So I don't know. So it might be a cool minute before I make shirts again, but yeah, I need to make them. But I hope you're doing good too, dude. Hope you and your partner are doing lovely as well. And thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah. We also need to start buying bubble wrap again because I ran out of cardboard. I used it all, surprisingly. And it's also National Barbecue Week. I still want to try Texas barbecue so bad. Oh, Logan, if you're still here, I have a buddy that just flew to Miami today. Do you have any recommendations for food I should send them? If you're still here, because I was like, yo man, go get a Cubano if you're in Miami, because I heard that's like, you know, Cuban sandwiches are like the thing out there to eat. I don't know where I saw that, but yeah. And Rosa says, not barbecue, but we grilled food on Sunday. Oh, that's so sick. Yeah, I need to look at my apartment rules. I think I might want to grill for my my birthday. It's also going to be like 1 billion degrees outside. I live in Arizona now, but I love barbecuing on my birthday. Or grilling on my birthday. And Galaxy says, RTR says, put it on Printful. You can do fulfillment. Also let you print on comfort colors. So it was my best IMO. Also, I missed what you just said because there was a 90-second ad. Yeah, so that's the thing, TR. I do have a Printful like setup and stuff like that. But my shirts, I always print them on AS Color because it's like I literally have a spreadsheet where I tested every single shirt blank with someone else, and we all agreed that AS Color was like the best, highest quality in terms of like fit and all that. And they don't let you print on AS Color through Printful. And I'm not a big fan of DTG, like because they just don't last long. So I like to screen print my shirts, but I want to try direct to film, which is like Ninja prints and stuff like that, and that's what you use the heat press for. So I don't know. I've looked really deeply into making shirts, and for the quality that I want to get them to, like Printful can't do it. Yeah, I know that's like kind of like pedantic, but that's my opinion on. Yeah. But that being said, I do have like a Kaiju Cave shirt in the secret shop on Monster Kingdom that's fulfilled through Printful, but yeah, other than that, I don't have any shirts just because I want like, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna do a run of shirts for everybody, I want them to be like ridiculously good quality. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. My bad, I'm cutting up all this cardboard. But yeah. Also, do y'all have like any opinions on Olivia Rodrigo? Do y'all have like songs I should listen to? Because I keep seeing her name all the time, but I've never heard a single Olivia Rodrigo song. But I know like Pink Panthers was supposed to open for her that one time. Yeah, that was actually a really good interview with the Pink Panthers fan, but with like ridiculously interesting that I was like, yo, Pink Panthers is a genius. She said the reason why she makes her voice like higher pitched than it actually is in her songs is because since she makes like drum and bass stuff for the most part, a lot of drum and bass is like, in terms of like frequency mixing and stuff, it's like more on the low end because like a kick is like, you know, it's bass, and like a lot of snares on the middle. So she was like, I couldn't keep, you know, use my full voice. I had to pitch it up to get rid of some of the lower end of my voice because I wanted the kick and the drums to come in better. So I purposely gave myself like a more squeaky voice just to like sit better in the mix. And I was like, that's genius. That's crazy. So yeah, so Pink Panthers is like, I mean, she's obviously a musical genius, but I was like, damn. Oh, but Anxiety says Vampire is a good song by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, sick. Future me when I rewatch the VOD. Listen to Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. Thank you, I appreciate it, Anxiety. Yeah, I genuinely was like, yeah, I genuinely was trying to like, I don't know any songs by her. You know what I mean? Like, keep seeing her name everywhere. And like, even though I'm not like the most like, let me go listen to popular music kind of person, I try to at least like keep my ear to like what's going on over there, because sometimes they do kind of like innovate. So that's like really nice. So you know, they got the money and all the resources to like make the best of music. So I try to like at least, you know, treat it with respect and like take them seriously, if that makes sense. But yeah. We've talked about this before too, but dude, we gotta get a Chinese car, dude. It was super random, but the reason why we don't have like Chinese electric vehicles, actually I watched another YouTube video about that recently. But the reason why we don't have one is because like the US government's like, no, like we can't let China beat Ford. If China beats Ford, then like we won't have any American innovation. It's like, dude, let Ford die, dude. I want me a super cheap Chinese car, man. But yeah. Also, do any of y'all have a VCR? Super random. And Z the chairman says, I like Michael Jackson, tabloid junkie. Well, thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, I like Michael Jackson too. Michael Jackson's dope, dude. Michael Jackson's super dope. Yeah, one story too is what's it called? You gonna say about Michael Jackson? Oh yeah, one like another small funny story. My buddy Tyler, when we were looking for apartments when we moved to college, I remember we were in the car together, and just to like, I don't know, tease him a little bit, I was like, Tyler, what do you think of Michael Jackson in front of my mom? And he's like, oh, Michael Jackson's okay. And my mom was like, okay. And like gave him a whole lecture on like, Michael Jackson's the greatest artist of all time. What do you mean okay? It was pretty funny. But Skyer says, American innovation, everything here is already made in China, lol. Yeah, no. Exactly, yeah. That's the thing, Skyer, yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're goofing. Called the Ford lobbyist. But Who is it? Says there was supposed to be a Vietnam electric car factory built in my state, but they're getting sued to hell. Oh, what happened? Did they like? Were they gonna do something goofy? Were they gonna have to release a bunch of chemicals in the air, let it blow up? What were they doing? And Z says, "Did you see the new movie? Do you think Jafar is good?" Yeah, I saw the new movie. Yeah, Jafar did it. I think Jafar did a great job. It's crazy how much they look like Michael Jackson too. But yeah. My only thing about the movie is I wish it didn't skip around so much. Because I feel like there's some, like, I don't know if you watched Jackson's The American Dream Z. I kind of prefer that over the movie. But in general, though, Jafar crushed it. And Galaxy says, interesting hearing about the t-shirts. Super cool. Super cool. Dude, be well. Yeah, you be well as well, dude. Yeah, if you ever want to talk about like making clothes, let me know, dude. Because I've done my research. I'd be stoked to share results and stuff. And who is it? Says they broke the contract and didn't build the factory, so the attorney general decided to sue them for breaking the contract and get their land back. Hey, get that land back, dude. I feel that. That's why these companies be playing around too much. So I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. That's surprising. Like, that's crazy. They would like sign a contract, get ready to build the factory. Yeah. Why even build it? Why even sign the contract if you're not going to build it? That's crazy. But Z asks, what's your thoughts on Prince? Dude, I love Prince. I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm like, low key, I think Prince is like my favorite pop star from that era. Because like what I love about Prince is that like they really were, like they did everything themselves. Like they were like the OG bedroom producer, if you think about it. Like literally everything Prince did was like he did his own, he played all of his own music parts. Like he got help like recording with like a team, but that's about it. He even tried to like start his own like little record label where he was like doing direct mail order, what's it called? Albums. Like it's crazy. Like I think Prince would have like crushed it in today's times. Cause like I don't know, he's really ahead of his time. Like super ahead of his time. But still made it work, even though they were so early to like all these concepts that we're now doing. So yeah, so I look up to Prince a lot actually. But it's a bummer though, because I never actually grew up listening to Prince much growing up. So my parents didn't, I mean, I don't think they were, it's not that I don't think they didn't like Prince, they were more Michael Jackson fans. And also too, they were very like, I don't know, like for example, my dad was very machismo, if that's for lack of better words. And a lot of stuff Prince would talk about wasn't that. It was not that. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Dark Ray? Good to see you real quick. How's your Tuesday going? And Z says, what are your top 5 rappers? Talking to my buddy about this the other day. Kendrick Lamar, number 1. Then low-key, I'll just say Tyler the Creator, why not? Lately it's been a lot of who else? Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, if they count. I'm gonna put Navy Blue. I love Navy Blue. Of course, MF Doom. I get one more. Probably, I'm gonna say this is kind of like a cursed take, but Just Allah, if you're familiar with like Jedi Mind Tricks and all them. But yeah, there you go. Top 5, easy. What about you, Z? What's your top 5 rappers? And who is it? Says, speaking of Prince, my mom was going to see his house for a tour on her birthday. That's so sick. I would love to see, but that's so. Tell your mom I'm jealous, dude. That's so cool. I would be hyped. And Dark Chris said, just got off of work. Dude, well, thanks for stopping by after work, dude. That's what's up. Good to have you here. I hope work went well. It was just a normal, we were chilling and stuff like that. And Anxiety says, Prince over MJ all day. Dude, low key. I want to, I think I do agree, but it's a hard, like, I like him for different reasons. You know what I mean? But like if you put a gun to my head, I think I agree. Anxiety. Like if you said that you have to pick one, the older I get, the more I'm like kind of like Prince more. Because also too, like when I look at like my like Spotify liked songs from each artist, I have like so much more Prince. Because I think what I like about Michael Jackson more is Quincy Jones's production with Michael Jackson is what I really enjoy. But Prince, oh dude, don't matter who else is on the track. Prince just was always crushing it. And who is this? I will notify her of the jealousy. Thank you. Because yeah, I'd be so beyond stoked to see Prince's house. But I see like his studio setup too. Like I just can't. You know what I mean? That's one thing about moving into this place is I wanted to make sure that my studio felt like a place I want to hang out with. Because I do spend a lot of time in here. You know? So yeah. And Z says Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, and Tupac for top 5. I love Tupac. And 50 Cent is super dope too. Oh shit. Never Ending Dandy, let's go. Anxiety, yeah, Prince can never, yeah. Yeah, it is crazy. I watched like a couple like little mini Prince YouTube videos and documentaries. And yeah, it's like wild that like, yeah, how many instruments they played. Yeah, like they crushed the drums, they crushed everything. And it's like kind of interesting too that all the instruments, like the one they like used to play the most was guitar. Like that was what it really spoke to them. Because one thing I think about is like I was at NAMM one year with a buddy, and like NAMM is like the pretty much like we're all like the musician, like the what's it called? Like the people that make instruments and stuff, like that's their conference they do every year in like Anaheim. And there was like one guitar magazine that came up to me and my buddy and was like, "Who's your favorite guitarist?" And I was like stun locked. I was like, I don't know who my favorite guitarist is. But my buddy was like, Nile Rodgers. And he was like, oh wow. Like they didn't, you know, they were expecting to say like, oh no, like, you know, the guy from Dragon Force or like, yeah, they'd be like some like a, you know, really popular like classic rock guitarist. So when he said Nile Rodgers, he was like, oh wow, like a funk guitar player. You know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, man, like, you know, he just really knew how to make it. Yeah, I know. So he was like, you guys are interesting. But anyways, but now I think about it, I think Prince is my favorite guitarist. Like easy, Prince is my favorite guitarist. Anyways, Z says Freddie Mercury was also talented. Yeah, Freddie Mercury was also super talented, dude. Did you see the Bohemian Rhapsody movie? The Queen movie, in my opinion, was better than the Michael Jackson movie. Like I like Michael Jackson more than Queen, but the Queen movie was hella good. Hella good. Because I think they filmed a Live Aid in that movie so good. It's simply a day. What up, dude? Good to see how you doing. Anxiety says, I saw Prince's last show here in Detroit. That's so sick. Row 7, it was so badass. I bet, dude. That was so cool. Yeah, I never saw Prince live. I got into him too late, dude. I messed up. But that's so cool, the Anxiety. Yeah, what's wild is I worked at this one place as like a software engineer, and I was out in San Francisco. I remember my boss, when I met him in person for the first time, because it was all remote, he was wearing a Prince shirt. And I was like, oh, you like Prince? And he's like, yeah, dude, like I love Prince. And I was like, oh yeah? He's like, yeah, I've seen Prince live every single time they come to the Bay Area. So he's seen Prince he's like at least like 25, 30 times live. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I was like, yeah. So that was like the biggest Prince fan I ever met. But yeah, I don't know. Prince is so sick. I wish I had the chance to see him live. I've been watching like a lot of his like live shows on YouTube and stuff. And Z says, did you hear Michael Jackson's vocal warm-ups got leaked? I think, yeah, I've seen him. I've seen people like show off like the stems too from like different songs and stuff like that. And Simply Adeo says, doing good, help my friend buy a car, just got my behind handed to me in Tekken. Yeah, it happens, man. How you doing? That's funny. But yo, so what car did they get? Did they end up getting like the car with like 1 billion miles on it, dude? Or did they get like a better car? Remember last time you were mentioning that like your friend was like looking at this one car that had like 100 billion miles, and we were like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm doing good. It's just been Tuesday, you know, packing orders, same old. Been chilling. Just getting this all done. Yeah, thanks for asking. And Z says, I saw Michael Jackson at the Motown 25. Like, the day it happened, Z, like, that's, if you saw him at, like, the Motown 25, that's wild. That's so sick, dude. Because, like, didn't Motown 25 happen, like, a long time ago? It looked like the footage was, like, from, like, the 70s. Or it would have been, like, early 80s, right? Because it was before Thriller came out, but, like, after Off the Wall. And, Zaku says, I was having dinner with XL Middleton. Dude, hell yeah. Last weekend, his girlfriend was telling us about the night she saw MJ live. She ran to Onyx the same night. That's so sick, dude. Dude, I'm sure seeing Michael Jackson live must have been crazy, dude. Yeah, soon I hit up. I don't know. One of these days I gotta hit up XL when I got the time to like. When I had the time to do a serious inquiry to working with them. And Sibadeo says, "Oh no, that was my cousin. I haven't checked in on him, but I think he's all right." Okay, cool. I'm glad your cousin's all right with like the super high mileage. This friend was able to get a BMW with around 40,000 miles for 25K. That's not too bad, dude. That's not too bad. Heck yeah, dude. And it's a Beamer. They're gonna be chilling. But hey, that's good to hear. Yeah, thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm super thankful. Yeah, I can't complain too much for the night. All right, cool. Oh my god. And Z says, yeah, the day it happened. Okay, so dude, you've been around for a while then. Hell yeah, dude. And the biggest flex, I got a picture of Michael Jackson in the 80s and Prince in the 90s. That's wild, dude. I would frame that and put it in my house. if you were me, I'd put it on my fridge, dude. Just so I could wake up every day and be reminded. I got pictures of these legends. That's so cool, dude. Heck yeah. But yeah, so that's cool. So simply, are you like the go-to friend for like buying a car? And Rosie says that's awesome. Yeah, Z's living the life. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, let me move this together. So I'm like walking back and forth for no reason. Actually, okay, I got one more. I'll do this real quick. Oh man, it's hot. Oh my god. Okay, my mom has been notified of your jealousy. Thank you. Thank you for letting your mom know about my jealousy. Yeah. I hope she was like, hey. Yeah, that is cool though. And Saku says I have a picture of Groovy Kaiju on my fridge. Hey. I need to get a picture of you on my fridge. We gotta take another Polaroid. We gotta play one more show just so I can take a Polaroid. Then put it on my fridge, dude. And Z says, I do feel bad that Michael's still getting accused of that bad stuff. Yeah. What's been wild though is that it's slowly, those accusations are starting to come to light that like they were probably framed with them and stuff because of all the different crazy things going on in the world right now. I'm glad that, I don't know, I feel like the accusations are finally starting to like calm down. That makes sense. Whew. And somebody else says, I guess I kind of am the friend that people go to for cars now, or at least just drive them so they can pick it up. Oh, okay. Well, like, I guess when you go buy a car, are you the person that like, yeah, I do the test drive and I like let them know, hey, here's the things you're gonna need to get fixed just based on me like test driving it and like looking at the engine and stuff? Or do you all just like go in together like, well, hopefully it's a good one? Anxiety says, my therapist was a big Prince fan and she went to his house and brought me back a guitar pick with a symbol on it. That's so sick. Then my girlfriend stole the pick from my room and made into a necklace. Oh, that's so sweet. That's super nice of her. That's cool, Anxiety. Yeah, I need a Prince necklace. I want a Prince shirt hella bad, dude, low key. I gotta find like a good one. I want like one of those like, you know, kind of like the 90s rap album. I don't know, there's like certain like, you know, I think you know what kind of Prince shirt I would want, but like one of those like 90s ones where it's like Prince all like just like with multiple pictures of him. You know what I'm trying to say. But as Zaku says, we wait and just let us know. Yeah. Oh, also Zaku, did I say this? I forgot. But I did look up the astrology for doing a show in October, and there's no good astrology for doing a show in October, man. So I don't think I'm doing a show in October. I'm sorry. Because as soon as we were done talking, I was like, wait a minute. Let me make sure that at least there's a good date. And yeah, I couldn't find one. So probably wouldn't be till like early next year. Because I don't want to like, if it was like another just regularly scheduled show, then I'd be down. But because it's like the first one, that's like the most important part of it all. So I was like, damn. So unless I'm flying with y'all to like China, to Hong Kong, I don't think we're doing the show out here. But yeah. And somebody else says, yeah, honestly, hoping for the best every time when I get cars. Oh, wow. I wish I was a car whisperer. The car did feel like it was going to be smooth for a while, though. As long as he isn't parking on the curb. Yeah, I feel it, yeah. Yeah, there's a good website. I mean, kind of get that like car knowledge, but my favorite car YouTuber was this guy named Ratchets and Wrenches. And he has a video called like, how to like inspect a car before you buy it off of Craigslist or something. I forgot what the YouTube title was. But yeah, there is like to your point, there is like a car whisperer art. Like when you're buying a used car, like things people try to hide and like what to look for and stuff like that. But you'll probably be fine because if it's only 40K miles, like they can't do anything that crazy. So yeah. But no, I feel you, Simply Dale. And Z says, yeah, so my uncle used to always talk about this like it was nothing, but it was actually kind of wild. Yeah, it like the accusations, I'm sure during the time was wild. But I don't know, now that like, you know, the truth eventually gets revealed, the truth eventually comes out. I think it's been wild to see how like they probably were set up. They were probably set up by the elites and the government. Because he got too powerful in the music industry, like on some weird stuff. Weird backroom stuff. But Rosa says, a Halloween themed show one of these days sounds cool though, encourage people to dress up. Yeah. So I was thinking that too, Roses, because I guess pretty much out here in Phoenix, because it's so hot during the summer, Halloween shows are like the biggest shows of the year out here. And that's another thing I'd be worried about is starting the first show out here during Halloween. It would be really competitive in terms of like getting people to show up to mine versus other ones. And then on top of that too, I want to do it like kind of regularly, and I wouldn't want the first one to be like a, hey, Halloween cosplay anime show, and then people just have it like in mind, like, oh, this is a Halloween show. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to like do it during the middle of the year. And then I guess what I'm trying to say is I'd rather make a normal show and then have like the cosplay anime version of it, then start a Halloween show and then try to flip it into a regularly scheduled, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm probably thinking too much about it, Roses, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. And real quick, Simply Dale, the channel's called Ratchets and Wrenches, like, you know, Ratchet and Wrenches. I'll look it up for you real quick while I'm catching up with Z. Back in the 80s, he was living in LA, having music videos, small gigs. whenever he could. One day, someone told him they were casting extras in the Michael Jackson video. Normal job. When he got there, it was bigger than he expected. Dressed up already makeup artist. So Michael Jackson showed later in the jacket and just kind of watched everything, not thinking out loud for anything. Oh, your uncle was one of the zombies in the street for Thriller? That's cool, dude. He said it was hot and all makeup. People were just around first. They shot the dance scenes over and over. And people were getting tired, but still pushing through because they knew something special. That's so sick, dude. Yeah. I actually was talking earlier about, there's a video called, what was I going to say? It was called Thriller Forever that talked about them filming the Thriller music video and stuff like that. That's cool your uncle was there. That's so dope, dude. But Zaku says, whatever Orion's build gives you permission to throw a show, let us know. Lamau, yeah. And they wanted, yeah. No, I mean, sadly, yeah. Because, I mean, honestly, you know, Zaku, like, we've doing all the shows we've run, trying to use data. It just, the data and stuff never really, like, worked. Keeping it real, trying to throw shows during, like, the perfect time of, like, oh, we'll think about these holidays and this anime con. It never worked. So, deadass, next time I'm throwing shows, I'm using astrology, man. Because I tried doing the logical thing and it didn't work. So, yeah. And Zaku said, yeah, all the allegations from Michael Jackson. They wanted the Beatles catalog back. Exactly. I think a lot of it was that too. Yeah, they were like, "How dare you, as a black man, own the Beatles catalog? We don't have to frame you with something." So yeah. And oh yeah, so I'm looking up some video. I'm sorry, some video. I was supposed to look up the thing. Ratchets and wrenches. Inspect car. Oh, is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. I'll share it in the Twitch chat for you. Let's see. Hey. Oh my god. Simply Hideo. Boom. There you go. That's the video, Simply Hideo. That's like my favorite, like, car inspection video. I think I sent you the right one. Oh my god. Yes, it was. Okay, cool. I sent you this right video. But Z was saying, they shot the dance scenes over and over. People are still getting tired, pushing through because there's something special. Funniest thing, he said they finally did the long street. Everyone had to move slow like real zombies, the same character. And laugh. Michael didn't. He stayed locked in the whole time. Oh, sick. After filming Wrapped, they didn't celebrate. It was like, okay, good job. We've later become, he just thought it was going to be another gig at the time. Now, every time Thriller comes on, it says, that's me right there. When the zombie crowd shows up, even though nobody can actually pick him out. But he swears like remembers every second of it. Oh, but I'm sorry to hear your uncle passed. That's a huge bummer. Yeah, cancer's wild, dude. I lost my dad to cancer, so I feel you. You know, sadly, I feel you on that. But that's a super sweet story. That's so awesome. Your uncle was in the music video, and it's cool to get to, like, you know, retell the whole story to you. That's like his story. It literally is like one of the most impactful music videos of all time. So yeah, crazy they're in it. And Sibido says, sweet, gonna try to watch that before sleeping. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Yeah, it's only like 8 minutes too. And of course, there's like so many other things you can like look at a used car for, but like that's like my go-to. Like even just like pulling that video up on your phone and going through it step by step in front of the person when you're buying a used car, I'm sure would help a lot. And just like knowing what to expect. Like, you know, like pretty much Sibido, if like straight up, if like you show up to get a used car and like they're like, oh yeah, I just drove it 5 minutes ago. Starting a car from cold is a lot harder than starting it like already warm. So if a person drives a car before like you buy it, it's because they're trying to hide something. So that's already like a huge red flag. The video talks about stuff like that. And like sometimes legitimately they're like, oh, like, you know, I'm trying to sell the car, but I had to go pick up my daughter from something before you got here. And then it's like, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. So why are you trying to sell the car if you're still using it though? But yeah. But as he says, my uncle was big in the music video. He really loved it, and I think that's the highlight of his life. Oh, yeah. I mean, keeping it real, if I was in a Michael Jackson music video, I think that would be one of my highlights as well, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, thanks for sharing that story, Z. That's awesome. That's so cool. Your uncle was in the yeah. I don't think I have any family members in any like wild music videos or anything like that. Yeah, my family's kind of just chilling. They have their own little like lore though, but they don't have like any like, hey, look, I'm related to this famous person, or like or someone who did something like that's like historic. Dun, 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 dun. And Z says my family does gigs. That's cool. That's what's up. And somebody else says I gotta keep that in mind. Never thought of that. Yeah. Oh, what kind of gig, Z? By the way. Yeah. There's all kinds of little things about cars that you can be a little goofy. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of like buying cars off of Craigslist. I used to do that all the time, but nowadays because I know all of like not the dangers of like, but how goofy people can try to hide stuff and stuff like that. I honestly nowadays I'll try to avoid it. Like I'll try to find like a car charity auction or something instead, because you could spend like forever waiting for the right car to show up and still like get there and like the guy's like kind of goofy. Like on some like dumb stuff, I bought once I bought an Audi A4, and the guy was like some rich dude from like Beverly Hills, and like he was like a nepo baby, and he was just trying to get rid of the car because he got a Prius and like he did like Uber Eats when he wasn't getting like money from his parents, like literally. And I remember his dad told him like, hey, before you sell the car, like buff out some of like the stuff. So my car just had like really bad like buff compound stuck on it because the guy put it on there, didn't know what he was doing, and just got stuck on the car. So my car like super dumb because he was just trying to follow what his dad told him. So it's like stuff like that. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. And Z says my dad played in several music videos and movies. He was an extra in the Chucky movie. Oh, basically it's extras, Bride of Chucky. That's sick. Yeah, that is cool. Like that is one thing about like living in LA. It's like there totally is little like extra gigs all out there. Like I had a few buddies that like would just gig around LA as well, just being extras in random like Netflix movies and stuff like that. The thing is like the work's like really inconsistent and it's like all over the city, so sometimes I get to drive like to this part of LA in like rush hour, so it like sucks. But that's cool that your uncle used to do that, or your dad did. I'm sorry, but your dad would do that. That's so cool. It is a fun way to just create some cool stuff. But yeah, Chucky's scary, dude. I can't do horror movies. And my last partner, she was like terrified of Chucky. That was like her like biggest thing she was afraid of was Chucky. And Z says my uncle had Michael Jackson's phone number but never called him. No, I feel that too, because like, what do you talk to him about? I'd be too nervous to call him. And Anxiety says driving in LA is like being in hell. No, it really is, dude. Like I was saying it once on stream, but I like went on a walk the other day, and I was like getting kind of like sad because I was like, man, I miss all my friends in LA. I'm stuck here out in Arizona because I've been out here for like different, like I guess romantic and business reasons. But the romantic side didn't work out, so now I'm just like kind of out here. You know what I mean? But then I was like thinking like, damn. But driving out there though, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? I think I'm chilling out here. I don't want to drive through traffic again. It's just so nice not having to like drive 45 minutes just to like get breakfast. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Zaku says, I have Xavier Rashad's phone number, but I've never used it. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you, how do you have his phone number? Did you like meet him one time or something? And last 20, what up, dude? How you doing? Who's stopping by? How's your Tuesday going? Yeah, that Z says, I mean, yeah, of course, my uncle was like, it's the king of pop. Yeah, no, true. You're right. You're right, Z. And Z says, who do you think the Prince of Pop is right now? Oh, that's a good question. It'd have to be The Weeknd, right? Because I think The Weeknd, in terms of like numbers, would be, I think, low key. But that's like the only person I think that can even come close. But things just don't like marketing just doesn't work the same anymore. Like, because back in the day, like if you wanted to be like a superstar, you had to like market to the masses. But now you can like market to like, I don't know, specifically people who just like you. So like you don't have to be like companies don't do as much as Michael Jackson because it doesn't make sense anymore marketing. I don't know. But yeah, I would say The Weeknd. But Justin Bieber's a good one too. I can see Justin Bieber. That's pretty fair as an argument. I can see Justin Bieber as well. But Zaka says, remind me to tell you the Isaiah Rashad story when you're on Twitch. I bet. I'm looking forward to it. And last one, he says, I'm so close to completing my vinyl DJ equipment. Hey, dude, congrats. That's it. Yeah, what are you planning on vinyl DJing once you get all the stuff? You got like a thing you're planning on doing? But yeah, we were. And Anxiety says Bad Bunny has global hype. Yeah, it's funny too, Anxiety. It's actually I thought for a split second I was like, maybe Bad Bunny, because Bad Bunny is huge globally. And like, you know what, Bad Bunny? I like some of the Bad Bunny songs. You know what I mean? What's he know about being a bunny? No, I'm kidding. But no, I like Bad Bunny. Yeah, Bad Bunny's pretty sick. But I think even with global hype, I think The Weeknd technically is still bigger. But yeah, so you look at like Spotify, like they'll tell you like who the number one artist is in the world right now. I think The Weeknd tends to be above Bad Bunny, but Bad Bunny's up there. And Z says, I used to prank call celebrities' numbers off websites. You know, it's funny, Z. Yeah, I saw you could do that. I watched a YouTube video once of like someone just going through like random like Yellow Pages websites and just like calling celebrities and like it would be their actual number somehow. Yeah, I mean. And I remember once they called Erykah Badu and she picked up and he was like, oh my God, like what's up? Like I found your number through this thing. I just want to like let you know that your number is publicly available out there. And she's like, oh wow, well thanks for letting me know, baby. I appreciate it. And just, I appreciate your energy. She was just so nice to him. I was like, dang, Erykah Badu is so sick. So yeah, she was like the sweetest like celebrity of all time. But Rose says my brother's a big fan of Bad Bunny. Yeah, Bad Bunny, yeah. Hey. Bad Bunny, dude. Let me check. What's the Weeknd? Oh my God. The Weeknd is number 3 artist in the world right now, on Spotify at least. And Bad Bunny is number 8. So again, like either one. And Justin Bieber's number 1 right now. I think it's because they did the Coachella performance that went mega viral. Yeah, Justin Bieber's number 1 right now. So I think Z, I think you're you might be onto something. Oh, Bruno Mars is number 2, Lamau. But even then, I wouldn't say like Bruno Mars is like a vocalist though. I mean, it kind of is. Bruno Mars is more like Bruno Mars. Yeah, I mean. But anyways, last 20 says I'm probably gonna do like house music or whatever albums I have in my crates. Oh, sick. Dude, house vinyl DJ must be super dope. Do you have issues with the needle jumping? Because I feel like we're more like ba 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 like I don't know. I feel like it's a little harder to vinyl DJ house music because like just the way the I don't know, there's just so much dancing, so I don't know. I might be tripping. Zaku, you can let me know if I'm wrong, but yeah. And Z says, I mean, a lot of people say Bruno Mars is the Prince of Pop, like his number is closer to, yeah. Do people say that? Huh. I don't know, maybe I'm biased then. Cause I don't know, I just, yeah, I don't maybe I'm a Bruno Mars, I don't, yeah. But Sylvia Dale, you make a good point. Silk Sonic is crazy good, yeah. The Silk Sonic album, that's a song of the album too. But honestly, for me though, Silk Sonic, I feel like kind of Anderson .Paak carries Silk Sonic. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. I don't know, but the Silk Sonic stuff, I kind of like Anderson more in the whole collaboration. But what's it called? Rosa says that's so sweet because I wouldn't blame her attitude over how unsettling it gets. Oh, good for him. Oh, what we talk? Roses, what was I talking about? Who had an attitude? I'm sorry, I lost it. My headphones are too tight. I don't know why today my brain is just dumb. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah. But Z says, look at Bruno Mars number in the world. It's close to, oh, the prank call number. Yeah. But yes, you're talking about Erykah Badu. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, exactly. If Erykah Badu were to answer and be like, get off my phone, stop playing on my phone, I would have been like, yeah, that's valid. But the fact that like even how unsettling that is, and she was still just like, I love your energy, is like crazy. Like that's super respectable. So yeah, I agree, Roses. Heck yeah. But yeah, Z, you are correct. Yeah, Bruno Mars is number 2 just because number 1. So yeah, you know, you might be right. I don't be tripping. And the last 20 says, I need to find beat music on vinyl. Oh yeah, there's a bunch. In fact, have you heard of I mean, just look at Stone's Throw. Like the record label Stone's Throw, they have a ton of vinyl. It's all just like beats. You can get Knowledge, dude. KNXWL, like that. You know, so it's spelled knowledge just with an X instead of an O. They have a ton of vinyl. It's all like beats. If that's what you like, hip hop beats, I thought you were talking about. I love Knowledge. I don't know if it'd be good for like a show, but like in terms of like personal listening, yeah. Or you can get some J Dilla's tapes too. J Dilla has a ton of beat vinyl. You go like any store. Or Special Herbs. You get the Special Herbs box set by MF Doom. That's also just like straight beats. Like 9 records of beats. So yeah, I collect a lot of beat vinyl actually, funnily enough. I have a whole bunch. I had to think about it. Lewis says brain ain't braining. Yeah, my brain is not braining. You know, isn't that the African? There's a meme that does it. It's like an African guy. I like seeing the Nigerian Vegeta. Have you ever seen those memes? It's super deep cut Instagram reel, I think. But like they'll give Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z like a Nigerian accent. He's like, Goku, I am the super of the dupas, the commander in chief. You know what I mean? Do you think you could beat me? Huh? Eh? Is your brain not braining? Is that what you're referring to? Who is it? My Nigerian accent's terrible, but yeah. To me, that's the funniest accent. I don't know, I hope that's not bad to say, but I love Nigerian accents. I think they're so funny. And for some reason, they're like 10 times more funny when you put it behind a Dragon Ball Z character. But Simply Dale says, not a lie. I was thinking of hearing their albums. I like Anderson .Paak more. Anderson .Paak is kind of a super dope. Actually, I have a super random story about Anderson .Paak. But last one he says, okay, thanks, sick. Who is it? Says, hey. Yeah. And Zaku says, I used to see those and then the Racist Goku one. I've yet to see Racist Goku. What's going on with your Instagram feed where you and Racist Goku? Wait, hold up. Who's making Racist Goku memes? But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Anderson .Paak. Yeah, so low key before he was Anderson .Paak, I saw him at like a really small show in LA. Because before he was like the Anderson .Paak, he was in the duo with Knowledge, and like his first song that like popped off was Suede, where he's like I don't know, if you probably heard the song Suede, but like the music video is just them in the backyard hanging out. Yeah, I remember one of the bars was in the song. My mama said like only care about my loot, and my mama told me that. Why the fuck would I listen to you? I don't know, it's bars. But anyways, it's a hella good song. But anyway, so because I went to a Knowledge show, because Knowledge dropped his album Hood Dreams, they played Suede, and Anderson .Paak was there. Like not super drunk, but he was buzzing really hard. He played Suede. He was like, and it was like maybe like 100 people there. Maybe 100 people there. It was super small. It was before he was Anderson .Paak. You know what I mean? So it was really small. He got like really buzzed. He was rapping, he was playing Suede. And I remember he brought like 3 white girls up from the crowd. And he was like, hey, what's up, girls? And I was like, hell yeah, man. Do your thing, dude. And then now he's like mega superstar, played drums at the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I mean? In Silk Sonic. Like, you know what I mean? Now he's like the Anderson .Paak. But I remember even driving over to the show with my buddies. And they were like, oh, bro, like, you haven't heard Suede yet? And I was like, no. And they played it in the car. Like, oh, this song's good. And then, so it was like, it was brand new. But I mostly wanted to go to see Knowledge because I was like, you know, big, low in theory. Again, talking last 20, I love collecting beat tapes. So, yeah. But I was like there to see Knowledge. But, yeah. But I got like so the only time I ever saw Anderson .Paak live was when he was like just a dude in LA. Yeah, I mean, trying to bring girls on stage. I like this like really small venue. But it was a good time. The super video says, yes, okay, cool. I'm glad you know Suede. That's still one of my favorite songs to this day, though. And Knowledge, like, I don't know. Knowledge's production is always like so crazy good. And it was also around the time, like, after Pimp Butterfly came out. Because I remember, like, during the show, Peanut Butter Wolf, the owner of Stone Star Records, was like, yo, Knowledge got the Kendrick Lamar placement, let's go. You know what I mean? Because, like, that just happened. So, yeah. But yeah, low-key, I was low-key, there's like a handful of shows I was at that I was like, oh, this is like actually historic, low-key. Like, I remember I saw Thundercat once for like, I think for like $20 per ticket. Something crazy. You know what I mean? Something insane. So yeah. Yeah, I think it was no way it was more than like $30. I mean, I remember it was like, that show was a little bit bigger. It was like maybe like 500 to 600 people. But it was like a really cheap show. And I remember where it was in LA and everything. But anyways, yeah. Might have been at the Region. And Zaku says, Thundercat used to shop at the Whole Foods I used to work at. That's sick, dude. Heck yeah. Is Whole Foods really that much better, though? Keep it real. Not thinking about. Yeah, all these celebrities eating Whole Foods. I don't think I ever shop at Whole Foods. I did buy some beet juice though. My buddy Trey keeps trying to put me on a beet juice. And the only place I've seen it sold at is Whole Foods. Or Whole Foods and Sprouts. I want some beet juice, dude. How many orders do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, after these 6 orders, I think we'll call it. So probably like, honestly, we'll probably end at like exactly 3 hours. For how slow I pack orders. Yeah. Yeah, on that note, what else did I want to bring up? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oops. And it was... Oh, I finally watched all of the John Kiriakou interviews I could. Again, it's like the ex-CIA guy. There wasn't many... pretty much all the stories that went viral, those are all the funny ones. But now I know a lot about... That's kind of crazy. I know a lot about 9/11 now. That's pretty cool. Because I don't know, I don't know if we talked about... hopefully I'm not going way too crazy to bring this up right now, but I was like 6 when 9/11 happened. You know what I mean? So I don't really like. I don't really remember, but I couldn't imagine like being an adult and seeing it happen. You know what I mean? So like to hear someone that was like, yeah, it was my job to like handle the aftermath of 9/11 is like, that's crazy. I don't know. Some of the stories it tells, like that's, yeah. Yeah, I know on the East Coast it was like crazy, yeah. Yeah, so now I know a lot about that. But one thing I am excited to watch, I haven't watched it yet though, is again, I think I told you all about the YouTube channel Education. They did one on Yves Saint Laurent. He's like one of like the OG. It's kind of sad, but I mean it's really sad, but it's actually like kind of ironic. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a picture. He's like one of like the OG like best fashion designers of all time. Like this one random European dude, right? But there's like a thing. I guess I think his who was his mentor? His mentor was some other famous fashion designer, right? And there's like a famous photo of him like in an alleyway, like in like an all black suit, like mourning his like the loss of his fashion design mentor. And all the fashion nerds are like, damn, look at this iconic photo of like a protege mourning the loss of their mentor. Because he's into fashion, he had that shit on though. You know what I mean? The bit was going crazy at that funeral. It's like, dude, no. Now's not the time, bro. Do not fit check my man's at his funeral, you know what I mean? So yeah. James says, what's up? Hey, what's up, James? Thanks for stopping by. Listen to the whole album in my car. My top tracks are Monster Tape 0 and All Cats Are Beautiful. Hey, I'm glad you like the first 2 tracks. Oh yeah, James, thanks for checking them out. I also like the anime one. Ooh, anime. Oh, I like Had a Dream I Was in the 90s anime. Heck yeah, dude. Dude, I'm glad to hear. Well, thanks again for grabbing the album. I'm glad to hear you liked it. And I'm glad that, you had like a handful of favorite tracks. I guess a few. But yeah, dude. Thanks for checking it out and thanks for enjoying it. I appreciate the support. But yeah, how's your Tuesday going? How's it been? Oh my god. I can't believe I just dropped that. Well, I put cardboard on it, so it's fine. Oh, Butterfingers. Oh yeah. Yeah, it feels fine. It's the first time I chopped one of these. So that's why we have bubble mailers and stuff. But anyways, yeah, how's your Tuesday going? How was your long weekend, James? Simply this is aura farming. No, he really was though, dude. Like if you, I don't know. Let me see if I can find the picture. Make sure it's them. Like I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I found it. It is. Yes. Who is it? Oh, it was at Christian Dior's funeral. So like Christian Dior, like the famous fashion brand Dior. Saint Laurent, his fashion mentor, is that guy. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the photo, I mean, it's kind of sad to talk about this way because it is like he's actually mourning. But yeah, like if you look at the photo, it looks like a goddamn anime dude. Like he's actually aura farming. But yeah. And James says, it was good. I graduated already, so I couldn't tell it was a long weekend. Oh, dude, well, congrats on graduating. Hell yeah. Did you graduate from high school or college? Or like, I don't know. You can graduate from all kinds of things, right? Like, yeah, dude. But yeah. In high school? Okay, sick, yeah. Oh, dope. What's your plans next, dude? You chilling for a little bit, or are you you got like a job lined up, or are you going to school? More school? There's a lot of cardboard scrap. Let me throw this away. But yeah, anyways, I'm stoked to watch that documentary on Yves Saint Laurent. Because I don't know, I don't know. Even though I'm not like the most like fashion. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I kind of am, but even though I'm not the most like fashion intelligent person in the world, I learned stuff from all kinds of creatives. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, I feel like looking up like what basket weavers do, and I'm like, damn, they really got some good insight on what it means to be creative. You know what I mean? I feel like you can learn something from everybody. And James says, I'm working in North Carolina right now, but I'm going to complete my MR2 project in my free time. Oh, heck yeah. Isn't Mr. Beast in North Carolina, dude? We can just give a Mr. Beast video. See, go from there. No, I'm messing around. But let's think of an MR2. I had a buddy who had an MR2 and it just got stolen recently, about a few months ago, dude. He was bummed. Yeah, MR2s are super dope. Congrats on having that, dude. Oh, I almost forgot. Some video, you're here. Dude, have you heard of a Pringles chocolate chunk? By any chance? Because I remember, I'm pretty sure you said you like Pringles, right? If I'm mistaken, my bad. But I think remember we were talking about Pringles and you're like, nah, man, I like Pringles. That's like my go-to snack. But anyways, if anyone likes Pringles, apparently, this sounds super cursed, but if you Google like what a Pringles chocolate chunk is, people will get a Pringles can and just fill it with chocolate. So they'll just like pour in a bunch of like chocolate fondue or like, you know, milk chocolate, and like it'll just fill up the entire Pringles can. Apparently it tastes good. I don't know, I don't know if it's just a YouTube person was like trying to get the clicks, but I had 150k views. And James says Pringles chocolate chunk sounds disgusting. It does, but I'm not opposed. And anxiety MR2 like Toyota? Yeah, anxiety, just real quick, we're talking about the Toyota MR2. We're you know, car people. But Rosa says, I remember seeing that. Potatoes and chocolate sound tasty to me. It's not a new concept. Okay, yeah. I thought it, I don't know, it got recommended to me like just recently. So I like watched it and I was like, I wonder if Simply Day would be down for this because we talked about Pringles once. Simply Day says, oh yeah, I ain't doing that. Okay, cool. Well, if it means anything, dude, what's it called? I thought of you when I saw the video. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah. And who was this? I heard about that, and it was just why, yeah. You know, when I watched the video, I was like, what the heck? And then she ate it, and she didn't like die. I was like, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe it is good. I don't know. Don't knock it till you try it. And somebody else says, I might be too lazy to get a Hershey bar and put them together. I mean, honestly, dude, yeah, that sounds, maybe that's the move. So at least if you know the Hershey bar is good, then just like, all right, cool. I'll just fill up the whole Pringles can. Fuck it, why not? But Zaku says salt and chocolate makes sense. Yeah, it's just a potato. I think the potato is what trips me up. I don't know if I would be down for that. But yeah. But potatoes and chocolate sound tasty to me. Yeah, it could work. Because I think, well, actually no, because it's like you dip your fries in the Frosty. That's kind of similar. Like French fries and the chocolate Frosty are dank. So yeah. This is Lamal. Much love. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know what that says about me, but it did. Was like, I gotta tell somebody about this. Same time anxiety. That's funny. We were thinking the exact same thing at the same time, dude. Hell yeah. But yeah, I do like Frosties and French fries. And who is it says? I mean, Reese's put potato chips in their cups. They did. Where's all this potato chip chocolate? I've never seen this in my life, dude. Zaku says, have you had chocolate toast? I have not had chocolate toast, dude. I didn't know that was a thing either. And somebody else says, all right, I'm convinced. Anxiety says, exactly. Yeah, dude. No, you're spitting. You are spitting. All right, yeah, I'm down to try it, but why not? Oh, also, speaking of doing music videos, do y'all know any good music videos of songs that don't have lyrics in them? Because I've been thinking about that a lot. Because that's something I want to maybe explore. But then every time I think of like, what would an instrumental music video look like that's actually I'd want to sit down and watch, I can't think of any. But I have to go to my living room real quick to grab some more cardboard to cut up. Thankfully, we only have like a few orders left. Oh my god. Ugh. And Leandro says, is it a bad idea to eat 2 chicken sandwiches right now? Nah, dude, go for it, Leandro. Because that's hella good protein too, low key. I think I'm gonna eat some food after this too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, I think I'm gonna eat some food myself right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, I just gotta like pack, I think like 5 more CDs or 3 more CDs. And I might be eating chicken sandwiches too, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. But somebody else says, that's a good question. Nah, that's, to me, that's a easy question. And Starehug says, Starehug, good to see you. Do you think stopping by? Definitely watch some wordless short films on YouTube for inspo. Yeah, future me when I rewatch the VOD, check out some wordless short films on YouTube for a music video inspo. Because yeah, I would love to do that. And Anxiety says, Mr. Oizo, flat beat. Say, future me when I rewatch the VOD. Watch Mr. Oizo flat beat for music video inspiration. Thank you, dude. So I literally spent like a good 10 minutes yesterday looking up just clicking through a bunch of music videos without lyrics in them, and I was like, Because like keeping it real, I want to film like a rap music video, but I don't rap, and I don't have any songs where I could like. I don't know, because rap music videos are cool. They're just like they just do this for 3 minutes for some reason. My brain's like, hell yeah, dude. I don't know why. So it's the kind of music video I want to make, but I'm not rapping, so I'm like, dang, I can't. What do I do then? And Rosa says, I recently saw a beautiful music video with lyrics, that's why I blanked out. Yeah, no worries. And Sarah Hug says, that could be hard. I know, right? Yeah, dude. So I'm thinking, maybe it's something I gotta have Kimberly look up to. It's like, hey, Kimberly, can you just research a bunch of wordless music videos and just let me know which one? I'm gonna make. But what else is going on? Oh, low-key also, I've been slowly getting into like Jade Animation's YouTube videos. I know she's like a YouTube legend, so it's like not really a recommendation there, but she's like one of the OGs. But it's been cool because they've been going over stuff like food habits and stuff like that. Anyone here like Jade Animations? To me, it's just crazy she's from Phoenix. She just, nothing about her to me is like, oh yeah, she's from Phoenix. I don't know about you, but whenever you like travel, do y'all ever think like, dang, like this artist I like is from out here? Because I don't know, whenever I go like especially a musician, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know, whenever I was in the Bay, I was like, dude, Too Short. I'm in the land of Too Short right now, dude. The entire time I was in the Bay Area. So now that I'm in like Phoenix, I'm like, dang, I'm in the land of Jaden Animations. But yo, Vinny, what up, dude? What's up, Kaiju? At work again. Made panna cotta for Mrs. Has to be sit. But I'll be done by the time I'm off work. How you doing, bro? I'm doing good, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Just been chilling, you know. What's it called? Hanging out. Working on music as usual. Packing orders right now. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Vinny. Not much new. I finished Must Tape 1. Audio-wise. Oh yeah, simply did. I finished all the audio for Must Tape 1. So now I gotta do everything else to release the album, but that's now done. So I'm super hyped on that. So it's could do the final tweaks, and then yeah, gonna start making the vinyl mix and visuals and stuff. But as somebody else says, her and Dominick's absolute legends. Ooh, and Swoozy, yeah, dude. YouTube legends, dude. For real. But Mr. Mike, dude, good to see you. Stop by. What's up? Love the music. Lots of tracks on my Spotify. Heck yeah, dude. I'm glad to hear, Mr. Mike. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope your Tuesday's going good, dude. Somebody else says, yes, from all Super One. Yeah, dude, I'm super hyped. I have to do one last, like, I'm gonna walk around my neighborhood, like go on a walk, and just listen to the album with my best headphones and give it one last listen and see if there's anything else I want to change. I think low-key I want to make the like, it's kind of goofy, something I've been doing, but I've been trying to make the songs like fade into each other fast, but I think I'm doing a little too fast. So I think I might make the outro, like when they fade out, like longer, which is like the most random goofy thing that doesn't actually make the song any different, but I might make the fade outs longer. But other than that, like the album's done. You know what I mean? So yeah. And the Stare Hug says, I'm listening through Too Short's discography. Legend. Yeah, Too Short is so good. Did you hear the Stare Hug? Have you heard the new song with Baby Keem and Too Short? It's so good. It's called Sex Appeal. Oh, dude, it's such a good Too Short song. Like, as soon as it came on, I was like, Too Short, dude. Too Short. And Vinny says, W. And what about the car test? Actually, funny enough, I don't really do the car test. Because what I do, Vinny, is actually I test it on these studio monitors that I have in front of me. So, like, actual out loud, like, flat. So, like, for mixing and mastering monitors. And then I have flat mixing and monitoring headphones. And then I test it on dollar store earbuds, Apple earbuds, and then some other like free headphones I got like a White Elephant Party made by Sony, and then Audio Technicas, and then these Sonys as well. So I tested on like literally 10 different headphones and setups. So by the time I get to the car test, like, because I've tested it on so many different, it always sounds good. But also too, low-key, my Scion, the bass is like blown out. So I can't even hear the bass in my own car that well. I had to go through and like fix it up. But like there's something like rattling, so I can't, it's bad. So I can't do the car test in my own car right now. So yeah. Anxiety says, I feel like I can always tell when an artist is from Detroit just based off the vibes. Yeah, no anxiety, for real. I feel like I can tell when an artist is from Long Beach, low-key. Because yeah, I definitely think like your environment, totally. You know what I'm saying? Anxiety, exactly. Like as soon as I go to Detroit, you already know and be like, this is the land of J Dilla and Eminem, dude. I've never been, but I can't wait. And 3D Blast, dude. That's what I think of when I think of Detroit. Yeah, anxiety. Do you know about 3D Blast by any chance? Because they're also from they're not Detroit proper, but like they're from the Detroit area. If you're also out there, that might be someone you might be stoked to check out. They make music similar to me. Like we have like similar vibes, except yeah, their stuff's like more like Jet Set Radio inspired. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's just super sick. 3D Blast is like a legend. But somebody else says, heck yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, dude, I'm super excited too. I'm beyond excited to drop the album. Just because I'm more excited to hear what everyone thinks. I mean, I've been like just mulling over it for so long, but I don't know. I just know. I'm so confident. I just know. And after listening to it a billion times, I feel like I can listen to all the songs forever. There's only one song that I think people might not really like as much, but I like it a lot. So I don't know. But otherwise, the other 13 out of 14 tracks, I'm like, yeah, I put my whole kaiju behind it. But yeah. I'm sorry. But he says, been working on a short little album, gonna be super dope, but it's taking so much time. Oh, I'm sorry, I've missed now my experience. Not kind of what the producing can be so tedious, frustrating. I'm just trying to make it perfect right there with you. Okay, yeah, dude, good luck. Good luck, dude. I'm hoping, I'm sure it's gonna be dope too. And yeah, just take your time with it, dude. Because yeah, if you're, you know, what I mean, just producing stuff, like that's one thing. Like you can't really rush it. Because like low key, I end up trying to do that to myself all the time too. But I also have to remind myself, like, no, it's done when it's done. Can't take shortcuts. Yeah, I mean, because that's because once you release it, like it's, you know, you can't really update it. So it's like take the time now. Because once it's out, it's out. You can't like change it anymore. You know what I mean, there's a point where it's like, okay, you know, 80% and done is better than 99% and almost finished. But you know, there's like definitely a balancing act you gotta find there. And Anxiety says, I know 3D Blast. I've talked to him on his streams a few times. Okay, sick. Okay, my bad. Well, I'm glad you already know about 3D Blast. Yeah, that's my dog. And just honestly, I'm a fan. I'm a huge 3D Blast fan. I'm not gonna lie. And Zaku, I'm gonna clip that shit, Lamau. Yeah, dude. Feel free. And Vinny says, you're your own biggest critic, just like me and everyone else. We're gonna love it. I can't wait to hear it. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate it, Vinny. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super stoked. Because low-key, there's been so many songs. Because I want it to be like, you know what I mean? So there's been so many songs or like little things songs I've started that I was like, this is too good for Radical Reptar. Like, you know what I mean? Like moments like that where I was like, this is too good for this album. This is too good for this. This is too good for that. That I've been just like putting to the side, you know what I mean? So I'm pulling out all the stops for this one. Or at least, you know, maybe you'll hear it and be like, you thought this one was better than that? You know what I mean? So we'll see how people like it, but yeah. But Anxiety says, I'd like to put a show together out here if you are ever planning to be in the D. Oh, for sure, heck yeah. I mean, I would love to. It's just, you know, money stuff. But I don't have any plans as of right now. Hopefully in the future. But if you want to do a show, you should hit up Fujifier. You heard of them? They do the Cityway Plaza out there, like literally in Detroit. They work with 3D Blast pretty often. But yeah, if you should have Fujifier if you're trying to like get, you know, into show running, because Fujifier right now is running like, they've run like a bunch of shows in Detroit for Future Funk and stuff. So it's probably your best connect if you're trying to do stuff like that, dude. Or at least like get involved with them. They'll either give you tips you can do your own, or like you can help out with them. I know show running's hard, dude. I'm sure they could use the help. And Vinny says, yes, I understand Lamau. I've been making music for like years, and this project was supposed to be like 4 tracks, and now it's like 8 for the same reason. I thought something was too good or whatever. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you feel me on that, yeah. Yeah, because I've been making music for so long, Vinny, especially. Like, if I have like a concept for an album, I'll like pretty much like flip the basic of a sample, and then I'll be like, oh, this fits on this album, and this fits over here. This should go over here. This should go over there. So even my album after Must Save 1, I already have demos for that ready. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about, oh man, it's a scary thought. I haven't even stopped to think about what happens after Must Save 1. I've been so laser focused on it. I've never even stopped to think of like, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen after Must Save 1. But I'm glad that you feel me on that video. Heck yeah. All right, and this is the last CD we're packing, and I think we'll, what's it called? Call it after that. But Stairhug said, new to the stream for a while. I went to go listen to Sex Appeal. Holy, so good. Thanks for putting me on. I'm glad, dude. Stairhug, I'm telling you, isn't it so good? Stairhug, too much sex appeal. I don't know. It's just, oh. And like the bass on it, Stairhug, is just like, bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. Oh, dude. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I popped off, dude. The first time I heard that song, I was like, yo, yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad you like this, Stairhug. Simply Adeo says, a chance to coast for a little, dude. As much as I would love for that to be the answer, Simply Adeo, I'm just not that kind of person, dude. The grind never stops for me. And like, I'm saying that like, not to be like hustle bro, but like keeping it real, it's just who I am, dude. I just can't sit still. But that being said though, one thing I'm trying to get better at, Simply Adeo, to your point about like, that is just at least giving myself time to like, celebrate stuff like that. So I am gonna like already been thinking like, okay, which friend do I want to invite to Korean barbecue just to celebrate the album launching? You know what I mean? So yeah. So there will be, I guess, like 3 hours of coasting, and then we'll be back to the grind. Especially because I'm expecting a lot of orders, dude. I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to hit up a couple friends and like help out. Because if things go how I think they are, it's gonna be like redonkulous. But Vinny says, "Yep, I got you. I'm getting older. I'm telling my fruiting getting better. My lyrics as well. Hey, sick. Used to do fast rap and boom bap, but now I'm more Action Bronson. Yeah, dude. I like Action Bronson. Hell yeah. Can't really decide. Take it easy, bro. Keep the hard work. You're an inspiration for real. Thank you, Kaiju. Most definitely keep the grind. Hey, you too, Vinny. I'm glad I can inspire, dude. Thank you so much for all the kind words, dude. And I'll definitely keep the hard work. You do the same thing. And yeah, man. Thank you as well. And yeah, let's keep grinding, man. We got this. And Anxiety says, we just had Movement, one of the best electronic music festivals. I really would like to see Vaporwave get some reputation next year. Doesn't Anxiety, I think 3D Blast played Movement once. Or he goes like every year, I think. I think, funnily enough, I think Frank was also there this year. Frank Jabsey. Yeah, there was like, I don't know, I had a bunch of friends that were at Movement. Both who lived in, I mean, like 3D Blast live in Detroit, but I even had friends that flew out for Movement. So yeah. But yeah, I've heard of Movement. Movement's super sick. Simply Dale says, oh yeah, fair enough, that's understandable too, yeah. Yeah, I need, yeah. But that being said though, I need to, yeah. To your point about coasting though, I guess technically I might coast a little bit. Because what I think after Monster Tape 1, remember how I was making all those like instrumental and MFN slowed versions, like Vaporwave versions of my Future Funk songs? I need to make 2 albums of that. So I might do like a double, like, I don't know what I'm going to call it. But I'll probably have like should I launch both of them the same? I might do it one after another. I don't know. But I want to do like 2 little CD launches in the Kaiju Club, Monster Kingdom, of like those next year. Maybe do a show next year. And while I'm doing all that, maybe work on the next album underneath in the background. I don't know. I do all my yearly planning at the end of the year, so we'll see what happens. So I like spend like 3 days, like literally 3 days, just like looking at all the numbers, looking at everything, and just being like, okay, what makes me happy? What do I think would be the most best for everybody? And like, what do I think? How can I contribute the best to like everyone that's supporting the music? You know what I mean? So it's like honestly, during those meetings, it's less about me too. So I'm talking a lot about like what would make everything work out for everybody the best. I'm not just saying it to be like parasocial, but like dead ass for real. I get it. Like, how do we keep the train going? You know what I mean? How do we keep this train moving for all of us? But Anxiety says, yeah, Movement's big. It used to be a little free thing back in the day, but now it's like $4.50 for the weekend. Yeah, that's wild. That's expensive, dude. Yeah, I wish shows could be free again, dude. I was talking to a buddy the other day, and they were like, man, like, people these days don't know how to talk to each other, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? And it's valid. Like, they don't. Like, you know what I mean? We really don't. We just sit online all day playing Xbox Live and stuff. I'm like, swipe through Instagram. Like, yeah, we've lost our social skills. But then I was like, but at the same time, I have the empathy though, because it's like, you know, back in the day, like, movement used to be free. You could pull up and meet people and enjoy music together for free. Now it's like $450. It's like, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to meet people these days because it costs $400 just to meet somebody. You know what I mean? And then come to find out, sometimes they suck, and it's like, damn. Yeah. So yeah, and they were like, yeah, that's valid. All right, let me move these to the living room, clean up my mess, and I think we'll call it after that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out as usual, y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to eat my tater tot fiesta bowl again. I'm gonna eat some ice cream later tonight. I'm stoked too because I found out low-key I was making my ice cream and you get like 3 little pints and you have to like keep reusing them. But it takes 24 hours. Pretty much a whole system of like every 24 hours making more ice cream. And what's it called? I eventually ran out of pints. And I found out how to, I'm trying to say is I found like Chinese knockoff pints and I'm like, hell yeah. So now I can like bulk make ice cream. So I'm pretty hyped on that. Super random W, but yeah. And then Subadeo says, as long as there's no burnout and pressure, you got this. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think so one thing about burnout that I've actually learned is I was watching like a Patreon developer, and what's it called? They said that they got burnt out, but I think burnout's less about the amount of work and more about like putting in the work and not getting the output that you expect. So it's like you get burnt out at work because like sometimes you can work super mega hard, do everything your boss says, and then like promotion time comes around, they're like, actually we don't feel like it anymore. And it's like, then you get burnt out because like, what am I even doing this for? Or you put in a ton of work, expecting to help all these people, and then like come to find out your project gets scrapped at the last minute. It's like, oh, what am I even doing? Yeah, I mean, that's when burnout hits. And as of right now, I feel like, thankfully, I don't feel like I'm running in place, and like there's nothing about Groovy that's, I feel like I've been putting in a ton of effort into that I haven't, at least, even on the worst days, been like, hell yeah, at least I'm helping people, you know what I mean? So yeah. But real quick, Mitch, love Monster Tape 1, keep doing the work. Hey, I mean, Monster Tape 1, Monster Tape 0, holy shit. We almost just went to the future there. Keep doing the good work, man. Thank you, I appreciate it, Mitch. I'm glad to hear you liked it. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, we're just wrapping up right now, dude, but I appreciate you stopping by to let me know all the kind words. And Sky says, yeah, either that or the work feels completely thankless. Yeah, exactly, Sky. If the work feels thankless, then it's like, it's really tough. And the only reason why, just to like, not that I'm trying to like cope with like the amount of work that Groovy Kaiju is, but like genuinely, because I got really burnt out on tech, you know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes part of the answer to like understanding stuff is, I mean, part of the burnout is just understanding why, you know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah. And I feel like a lot of the why for Groovy Kaiju, which is like, I don't know, the Monster Kingdom mission. I'm not even trying to be like corpo, but like, I know it's like goofy because like corporations are like, our mission statement and blah, 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 but it actually matters. It's kind of surprising, but it actually matters. And the whole like enabling Christian music art and community to help people fight the monsters of the past, present, and future. I can read that right now and be like, yes, that is happening. And I feel like the work I'm putting in is accomplishing that goal. And I mean, people just, and to your point, Sky, thankless, like Mitch just came by and was like, keep up the good work, man, I appreciate you. It's like, oh, hell yeah. So yeah. Until that stops happening and like, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm very blessed and thankful. And thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. So yeah. But what's it called? All right, we're going to call it here because I'm going to go eat some tater tots and beans and corn and chickpeas. But what are you going to do for the thumbnail? I guess we'll do one with Jermaine because I didn't show off Jermaine. Or do I have a Michael Jackson CD? Oh yeah, I'll just throw. Well, I don't make it too Michael Jackson. I want people to click on the video and be like, Michael Jackson? Actually, no, why not? Let me grab my off the wall record. Because that's right here. Heck yeah. Yeah, I guess since this is a Michael Jackson. Actually sounds good. So we do, hell yeah. Here's my Michael Jackson record, y'all. Sick. Oh wait, oh my god. There you go. Yeah, I did one time where I did the video. But in case anyone never see, this is what Off the Wall on vinyl looks like. You get a whole gatefold, and like it shows Michael's entire body on the vinyl. That's pretty cool. But yeah. Who is it says ciao? Rosa says good night. Everyone take care. Saku says peace. Peace, Saku. Tsubadeo, catch you around, dude. Sky, catch you around. Mitch, if you're still walking, catch you around. Anxiety, thanks for popping through, dude. It was really cool. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Vinny, catch you around. And I think that's everyone that's in the chat. Stare Hug, if you're still watching, thanks for stopping by. Leandro, thanks for stopping by. Catch you around. James. And that's everyone I can scroll and see on my little Twitch thing. So, yeah. We're streaming on Sunday, as always. So see y'all Sunday. To Dave's point, take it easy and see you in the next one. Let me close these. And yeah, appreciate y'all. See you Sunday and enjoy your weekend and everything. And good night, everybody. Take it easy. Peace.